Yep, or before you do that. He makes the high catch, breaks a tackle, now cuts upfield, up the sideline, to the 45, 50, 40, he could go, folks, to the 20, to the 10, 5, touchdown, Perry Maroon!
Perry Maroon football is on the air on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Hand off to Williams, Williams breaks a tackle, cuts into the end zone, touchdown, Perry Maroons! They get the overtime victory!
Perry Maroon football is brought to you by
First Bank and Trust Company, Brown Duggar Funeral Home, Ortho, Oklahoma, McDonald's of Perry and Stillwater, Stillwater Medical Center, Cheryl Mandeville with State Farm Insurance, Custom Dental, and the Cowboy Travel Plaza.
Screen pass this time. They got blockers out in front for Clausen. Clausen breaks a tackle. He'll have enough for the change. Around the left side, another blocker makes a guy miss. Trying to score. No time on the board. Liam Clausen, 10, 5, touchdown, Perry Maroon.
Now let's go to the field. Here is Zach Lancaster and Jordan Woodruff.
Good evening. I'm Jordan Woodruff. My partner, Zach Lancaster, with me, along with Tyson, doing the TV on YouTube, and Levi Peckenball, all in here tonight. Tim Flinner back in studio. It is Perry Maroon football here on Triple Play Sports Radio as the Perry Maroons roll into district play with a 3-1 record. Tonight, though, they take on the Tonkawa Bucks in that first district game of the year. Perry on their home field, Tonkawa 3-0. It's hot. It is humid. It's going to cool down tomorrow, but hey, that's not tonight. It's hot and humid here tonight, but hey, that can happen early in the football season here in Oklahoma. The Perry Maroons already with 3-1 record, better than what they were a year ago, but now the season resets 0-0 because it is district play. The ultimate goal of playoff doesn't matter what you did against the non-district opponents. It's what you do against your district opponents, and it'd be a big step forward for the Perry Maroons tonight if they were able to get a home win against the Tonkawa Bucks. That would make their goal of getting to the playoffs. It's realistic, no doubt about it, but it really puts them a big step forward into ultimately getting to the playoffs, that ultimate goal. And you know what? Maybe even some gravy. Could I say maybe a third place finish? What about a second? It's not out of the realm of possibility, everybody, but it starts tonight with the Tonkawa Bucks coming to town, Zach.
Yeah, talking to Coach Cole earlier this week, that was what he said. You said, this is a great start, 3-1, and I've told the guys all week, I'm not trying to discredit anything you guys have done up until this point, but guess what? We're 0-0. The only thing that matters is taking care of Tonkawa. And talking to a couple of guys on Wednesday, that's what they said too. They said, we've had a heck of a start. We've had a hot start, 3-1, but none of that even matters. We're taking care of Tonkawa on Friday night.
Two different philosophies tonight. Tonkawa, defensive-minded. They're going to run their quarterback predominantly most of the time. I mean, he's probably going to carry the ball, not throw the ball 80% of the time. Perry, it's going to be the run and gun. Good news for Perry is Drake Dale will be back to kind of be that wideout. That's great news for the Perry Maroons, as last week Tonkawa took on Blackwell, and in that game where they took them on, it was one of those, they win 35-22, but they doubled Morrill, which is what you almost got to do. Remember, Perry, when they played Blackwell, they were having trouble. Then Liam Clausen made the switch over him on Morrill. That made a big difference. Tonkawa doubled him. Here's the thing with Perry. They can try to maybe double Santoy Rhodes, but that's going to leave a Sam Chambers, a Perry Wilson, who's made a big jump from his freshman year to his now sophomore year, and also Drake Dell there on the outside. And not even that, out of the backfield, Liam Clausen maybe going out, getting into the flat. There's a lot of other options for Perry. That's what makes them dangerous. Like I said, defensively, different story. Linebackers big tonight. They got to be able to stop the quarterback from Tonkawa, Rustin Martin. But it's a difference in philosophy, Zach. You kind of got a running attack, defensive-minded team versus a offensive-minded team and a big passing game. And, it's a toss-up game. You couldn't say that a year ago with Perry. Tonkawa, they came in a year ago. They were the better team. Not so much this year. They're pretty even when I look at it. It's just a matter of who makes the plays tonight.
Yeah, and talking to Austin Reyes, coming up here for practice Wednesday. Austin was flying all over the field. He's really excited in the linebacker position. But another thing, if they do decide to double up Santoy, Terrell Williams, he's had a pretty good game last week, and Tanner Kime, he really stepped it up.
The only bad thing, Terrell Williams actually out tonight. We'll talk to Coach Cole about that, having some problem with the legs. So Terrell Williams not going to be in there tonight. So that important, Tanner Kime did have a good night.
Yeah.
So out of the backfield, Liam Clausen may not have to take the brunt of the snaps. Remember, they do those Blaze Hurling are in there as well. So they got some options back there. But unfortunately, Terrell not going to be an option tonight.
Okay, well, even still, Liam Clausen, he's had a much better year running the ball this year than he did last year. And you're right, Tanner Kime had a great game last week. Picked up some big 75-yard run there, a couple around the end. Not afraid to go out and knock some heads while running the ball. Very strong runner. So, but then you also have a great secondary of receivers as well.
All right, I want to go through some stats for Perry for you real quick because I think you'll enjoy some of this, you Perry fans, maybe heading to the game tonight. And by the way, on our high school football preview show we do on Triple Play Sports Radio, maybe I am a little biased towards Perry, but I try to make unbiased selections. This was the game of the week because I think there's a lot on the line here tonight as far as the area teams. But just going through some of the stats here. Dawson Padilla last year had 1,724 yards, 7 touchdowns. Now, the thing was, he did fight injury a lot. This year, he's already got 1,409 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. That's it, 20-4 ratio right now for him. That is outstanding for Dawson Padilla. And you got to remember, last week, 15-27, had 7 touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, so 8 overall, 330 yards through the air for him last week. He can also run the football. His main target, no doubt about it, Santoy Rhodes. Remember, bulked up from last year, 58 catches, 655 yards, 2 touchdowns last year. Already this year, 33 catches, 689 yards, so already eclipsing last year's mark by 34 yards, just 4 games in. He's got 11 touchdowns, had 4 touchdown catches against Kellyville. Now, Drake Dell hasn't got to play as much because he has been fighting an injury, but there are other options out there. Perry Wilson, got him a touchdown catch. He's got 2 now on the season. Sam Chambers had his first touchdown catch last week. There are other options out there for the Perry Maroons outside of just Santoy Rhodes, but those numbers with Dawson Padilla and Santoy Rhodes, those are impressive.
Yeah, they really are, and I tell you, watching Santoy, the biggest thing for him, last year, it wasn't like he was afraid to catch the ball, but he could kind of hear some footsteps, and he wouldn't try to fight that tackle off and get upfield. This year, it's almost like he doesn't hear the defender coming at all. I mean, he's going to make that catch, and he's going to turn upfield and try to get as much yardage as he can. But I think you hit the nail on the head there. You got Sam Chambers. I think he's going to be a huge asset. The 4 games that we've had so far, he's only gotten better and better and more sure with his catches. Perry Wilson took a big shot last week, and the big thing about him is he came right back the very next drive, marched down the field and had a couple of huge catches. So I think those 2 guys are going to play a big part in tonight. So
Perry, in the non-district games, like I said, the new season starts tonight with Tonkawa coming to town. 489 yards offense per game, 358 of those yards through the air, but they are getting the run game going a little better, and that's proven with 131 yards per game with the rushing attack. All right, Tonkawa in town to take on the Perry Maroons, here to start district play as we have one team off tonight in 2A taking their bye. That is Pawhuska, but we do have other games going on in Class 2A1. The 2 games going on, Hennessy's going to be Hennessy's hosting Alva, and Newkirk is hosting Chisholm. And no doubt about it, Chisholm, undoubtedly best team looking like in this district. I think that's pretty much a given. But the bottom part of this district, Newkirk, Pawhuska, not looking great. But at the same time, Perry's up their game, Alva's up their game. So when I look at it, and this is my opinion on this, we still got games to go. Perry, Hennessy, Alva, and Tonkawa are the teams that are going to be fighting for whether they finish 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th in this district. One of those teams is going to get left out. So tonight, if you're Perry, you win this game, you're one step closer to making that goal of the playoffs. We're looking forward to it, that's for sure. We'll have our interview with Coach Travis Cole coming up. We're going to break down the Tonkawa Bucks when we come back. Zach Lancaster with me, I'm Jordan Woodruff. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football here on Triple Play Sports Radio.
The First Bank and Trust Company pregame show continues after these words from our sponsors.
We have always been committed to offering state-of-the-art access to your accounts with First Bank. Our newest product, Mobile Deposit, adds another convenient and secure service to our online banking suite. Don't worry about making a special trip to the bank just to deposit a check. Take a picture of it and send it to us anytime, 24/7, and we'll take care of the rest. To get started, go to bankfbt.com or contact one of our new account representatives at 580-336-5562. First Bank and Trust, Perry, Billings, Cummington, member FDIC.
Integrity, respect, professionalism, and a genuine caring attitude is exactly what you can expect from us at Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are committed to being available to you every step of the way. We know that losing a loved one is never easy, but it's our privilege, responsibility, and our calling to help ease this process as much as possible. We are avid supporters of the Perry Maroons and welcome you to come or stop by. We're located at 1010 North 7th or call us at 580-336-4444. Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are here for you.
Does hearing those killer football hits make you hurt? At Ortho, Oklahoma, you don't have to be a college athlete to be treated like a star, and you don't have to go to a metropolitan area to access quality treatment. Enjoy big-time care from bone and joint specialists with hometown friendliness and ease. Experience state-of-the-art equipment like our latest open-sided MRI, world-class treatment, and on-site physical therapy. Visit us at orthook.com. At Ortho, Oklahoma, we are keeping you together.
Not near a radio? Have no fear. Triple Play Sports Radio is streaming online courtesy of the Cimarron Casino. Listen anytime, anywhere by getting the Triple Play Sports Radio app on your smartphone or log on to tripleplaysportsradio.com and listen right on your desktop. Take advantage anytime you want, anywhere you go. Triple Play is streaming online courtesy of the Cimarron Casino. It's your home for sports talk with an orange flavor. Triple Play Sports Radio.
Hi, we're the Perry High School Pom Squad. Fight on, Maroons!
And that Palm squad, they'll be trying to cheer on tonight the Maroons in district play as Tonkawa in town. Jordan Woodruff along with Zach Lancaster. It's the First Bank and Trust Company pregame show. Banking is made easy with First Bank and Trust Company. Their mobile banking with the mobile deposit feature makes your banking a breeze while also keeping your information secure. See how easy banking can be. Check out First Bank and Trust Company, 401 North 7th, right here in Perry. All right, the Tonkawa Bucks, 3-0 on the season. Their wins, and all of them being wins, had a 31-13 win to open the season with the Oklahoma Bible, then a 15-0 win over Morrison, and then last week, a 35-22 win at Blackwell. Last year, they made the playoffs, lost in the first round, 34-27 to Millwood. Coach Mike Kirtley, he's the guy at the helm. Last year, their record was 6-5. Their offense, it's going to be a spread offense, but it's going to be focused on the quarterback run. 75 to 80% of the time, you're going to see Rustin Martin take off from the quarterback position and run the football. They'll throw the ball if they have to, but they prefer to get Rustin Martin in some space, get the blockers up front, and they have a good line, and get out there and run the football. You look at some of the other stuff, lots of motion. We're going to be calling lots of motion tonight out of the slot spot. They like to get people, even though they run the quarterback primarily, they like to get you kind of shifting one way or the other, keep you honest. They'll jet sweep it, hand it off every once in a while, but a lot of times it's just a misdirection. They'll do it every once in a while just to keep you honest. Those guys that will get the touches outside of Rustin Martin, Carmen Pfluger, he's usually turned into the lead blocker, but he will get the handoff. He's the running back. And they got a host of wide receivers, Braden Hampton, Jaden Meyer, Christian Hernandez, Jonathan Mercer, all guys that they'll use in motion a little bit, and every once in a while get them the ball. Their defense, a 4-2. A lot of times it looks like a 4-4. Their linebackers in that, they're going to drop back in zone coverage. Their safeties who are up, they'll drop back in zone coverage, and really will have a line on the pass about 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage in zone. In their corners, they will man up. So maybe a chance to exploit a little bit if you're Perry with some of that zone coverage. They're led by their defensive end, Dallin Hacker, 6'1", 210, big motor every play he tries to get back in the backfield. And their linebacker, Tad Linton, he's very fast off the football. Be calling his name a lot, and you hope not that much because Perry's able to get a body on him. I guess the notes for this team for me, quarterback run, the big threat, he's going to take the brunt of the carries. It's going to look and sound a lot like the Wildcat a lot of times because they're not going to throw the ball a lot. they'll have the spread on, but it's kind of they'll have a formation where Rustin Martin will line up, and he'll have all 3 guys off the line of scrimmage will be right there behind the guard and the tackle and tight end. So it kind of loads one side of the field, and it's really, like I said, you see some of the wildcat, even though Rustin Martin is considered a quarterback in this situation. The defense drops into the zone. The linebackers all on the second level. Line play is good. They get off the ball very hard. That's a characteristic of a Coach Kirtley football team. One thing that I did notice, checking some film out on them, is they had penalty problems. Lots of penalty problems. Movement up front, holding. So you may have a few plays called back that come in your favor if you're the Perry Maroons, because they do have some problems there as far as the penalty flag. So that's your scouting report on the Tonkawa Bucks. Zach, anything that stands out for you?
Well, Tonkawa, one of the things that teams like Perry will have going for them is Tonkawa's always had a strong running attack. They've never really been able to throw the ball that well, but it's always been a running back. Jake Love back in 08-09. Chase Pfluger, older brother of Carmen Pfluger, he was a great back. They've never really seen a good running quarterback. So that could be where they give Perry a little bit of problems. But, Tonkawa having some problems up front moving early, you got Blaze Hurlinger and Jansen Hartwig kind of like to rush the line a lot. You could be seeing a lot of offensive false starts.
Linebacker is going to be key tonight.
Yeah.
Actually, I heard Coach Cole talking about Blaze, how he said he likes to jump around at the linebacker spot, and he'll try to do that tonight. And he's saying, remember they called it, he didn't go across the line of scrimmage. As long as you're not saying hike or hut, you're fine if you're jumping around, as long as you don't go across the neutral zone. And they threw that flag. Coach Cole, I was down there, he talked to the refs and said, hey, he may do a little bit of that tonight, so maybe that movement will get some things make some things happen. But when I look, make sure we're making sure everything's good to go here, because they're getting ready to tow some people away. So if you're out there listening, you're parking, don't park on the road. Park in the parking lot, as want to make sure to get that out there for some of the people coming in. But linebacker is going to be key tonight, Zach. And the reason so is with the quarterback run, their line will block some of those defensive ends and those defensive tackles. Linebackers have to come and fill. Austin Reyes, Blaze Hurlinger, they've had good years so far. Jansen Hartwig's had a good year. The only problem, Jansen Hartwig is battling an injury, didn't practice all week, been fighting an ankle injury. He is going to go tonight. So it's going to be big linebacker play they needed tonight from the Maroons, and they've had it so far this year.
Yeah, you look at Blaze. Last year, 116 tackles, 16 tackles for loss. This year, he already has 47 tackles, 4 for loss, 3 fumble recoveries, and 2 caused fumbles. You look at Austin Reyes. Austin is the instrument that leads this defense. 7 tackles for loss, and I think most of those came last week. 39 tackles on the season. He's vocal, he's energetic, and he hits like a Mack truck.
All right, you're listening to the First Bank and Trust Company pregame show. I want to thank all our sponsors here in the pregame show: McDonald's, Cowboy Travel Plaza, Custom Dental, Ortho Oklahoma, Stillwater Medical Center, Brown Duggar Funeral Home, and Cheryl Mandeville with State Farm Insurance. When we come back, we will have our pregame interview brought to you by Custom Dental. It's coming up next with Coach Travis Cole here on the First Bank and Trust Company pregame show on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Jordan sits down with head coach Travis Cole next. So stay tuned to the First Bank and Trust Company pregame show.
McDonald's has a great new option on the menu. Now you can choose any 2 from a triple cheeseburger, quarter pounder with cheese, fillet of fish, or 10-piece McNugget for just $5. Now some of McDonald's favorites are available, 2 for just $5. The biggest question is, am I going to enjoy the McPick 2 for just $5 or enjoy McDonald's all-day breakfast option? McDonald's on 6th, McElroy, Perkins, Perry, and the Turnpike. McDonald's 2 for $5 deals or breakfast all day. I'm loving it.
To our neighbors and friends, we come to you today to let you know what's on our hearts. Because you're the reason this is so much more meaningful than a job. And the reason we believe in the power of investing in tomorrow, as well as the power of community. So this is simply thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to move forward and grow, but never lose sight of the roots that connect us. Sincerely, Stillwater Medical.
Personal services and discounts up to 40%. No wonder more drivers trust State Farm Insurance. And your agent, Perry, is Cheryl Mandeville. Give Cheryl a call today and check with her on your home, car, health, life insurance, and more. She will steer you in the right direction. Cheryl Mandeville, State Farm Insurance, located at 405 Fur Avenue in Perry, or call 580-336-2110.
Hey Maroon fans, are you looking for a great dentist? Look no further than Custom Dental and Dr. Dewhurst and let your fear disappear. Have you heard about the Maroon Fan Special? Be one of the first 10 callers and take advantage of our Let's Get Acquainted appointment and get $100 off any new dental services found needed by Dr. Dewhurst. This Let's Get Acquainted appointment includes exams, x-rays, and a private consultation for only $38. Don't wait. Call 336-2310 right now and tell our team you want the Perry Maroon Fan Special. Go Maroons, go!
My name is Nicholas. Go Perry Maroon!
Welcome back to the First Bank and Trust pregame show here on Triple Play Sports Radio. Zach Lancaster here. It's about 88 degrees. There's a 14-mile-an-hour southeasterly wind. Should drop about 10 degrees before the end of the game. Now let's go down to Jordan Woodruff, who's with Coach Cole. Jordan?
It's our pregame interview with Coach Travis Cole, brought to you by Custom Dental. And Coach, going into district play now, 3-1, but you said it right after the game last week, and I think the kids are aware of it. The new season begins. You're 0-0 tonight.
Exactly. It's that time of year. Everything gets amped up a little bit more. These guys have done a great job. We're 3-1, but I mean, just like we said, it's 0-0, and everybody needs to get ready to go.
Looking like Drake Dale, seeing him out here, did see Terrell Williams look like he's got a little bit of an injury going on. So kind of give us an update of some of the guys that are coming back and maybe some of the guys we won't see tonight.
Yeah, Drake's been practicing most of the week. I think he's getting better. It's still every now and then tweaks a little bit on it, so we're trying to keep an eye on that. Jansen kind of had a little bit of an ankle deal he's been dealing with. He hadn't practiced much this week. He's going to go tonight, but other than that, Terrell, I don't know if his shin splints or something. I told him it's just because he's overweight, but no, he's just kind of banged up on his legs a little bit, so he's going to take the night off. But other than that, we're good to go. So.
You mentioned Jansen. It's a big night for your linebackers because Tonkawa, you know what they're going to do. They're going to take their quarterback, Rustin Martin, and he's going to probably carry the ball 80% of the time.
Exactly, and it is. It's been for them all week, and we told Jansen he didn't practice at all, really. He stood behind defense and got mental reps and that sort of thing. But with Jansen, he's a kid that you don't really have to worry about. He's going to go as hard as he can all the time. He's one of our toughest kids. And the good thing is all week, Clifton Crow got a bunch of reps all week. So it's kind of double good for us, Everybody's kind of getting reps, and they are. They're going to run at you, and the quarterback's going to have it, and they're going to be physical, and that's what's going to come down to.
And, Coach, there's no doubt when you play district game, there's always a lot on the line, but especially for you guys, because when you look at it, a win tonight, that puts you one step closer to that goal of having a playoff. It's a very important game for that reason.
Right, it is, and that's what I've been telling our kids all week. It's and especially with a team like Tonkawa coming in, that makes it even bigger. They're a good football team, and I've kind of tried to scale it back early on. I was really gung-ho about how big a game it is, but I don't want these guys to get too worked up, and I've been, tonight before we come out and everything, just say, hey guys, it's still a game. We're going to do what we do, have fun, but it's undeniably bigger than any game we've played so far.
All right, Coach. Defensively, Tonkawa, they are certainly a team that strides in that. Kirtley's big on defense. Your offense has kind of been the power thing for you guys. Kind of a neat chess battle, I think, between coaches tonight, right?
Yeah, it will be. It'll be fun. That's the kind of thing with what we run. It's hard to see people on film that do what you do. Blackwell's similar in ways, so that helped. They played Blackwell last week, but it seems like every Saturday I'm sitting there going, well, I think they're going to do this to us defensively, and that kind of thing. And for him, defensively, he's going to know. He knows what we're going to do, and it's going to come down to kids executing and taking care of their business, and it's going to be fun.
Leave it with this. Keys to victory tonight, getting that first district win.
Matching physicality up front and executing in the back end. That'll be it.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time.
Right, appreciate it.
That was Coach Travis Cole. Your pregame interview brought to you by Custom Dental. Now, Zach, back up to you.
Thanks, Jordan. That'll do it for the First Bank and Trust pregame show. We'll have the keys to the game and kickoff up here next on Triple Play Sports Radio.
You've been listening to the First Bank and Trust Company pregame show. Zach's keys to the game and opening kickoff are up next.
Whether you're buying your first car or need a little extra cash to get you through a difficult patch, We're here to help. Apply online, day or night, from the comfort of your home. Quick, convenient, and secure. Go to our website at bankfbt.com to start your application. One of our friendly loan officers will review your information and contact you within one business day. First Bank and Trust Company, Perry, Billings, Covington, member FDIC.
Get comfortable and stay protected in a rugged pair of Justin original work boots from the Cowboy Travel Plaza at the corner of I-35 and Highway 51. Justin original work boots have been providing comfort and safety since 1879. The Cowboy Travel Plaza is your headquarters for Justin original work boots. Come on out to the Cowboy Travel Plaza, the home of boots and barbecue. Take exit 174 on Interstate 35, Highway 51, just west of Stillwater.
It's time for some Perry Maroon High School football. Now to bring you the opening kick, here is Zach Lancaster and Jordan Woodruff.
Number 30.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Perry Maroon football just a couple of minutes away as the 3-1 Perry Maroons hosting the 3-0 Tonkawa Bucks in the first district battle of the year. And it's the third of 4 home games for the Perry Maroons as well. And they'll be looking to get that district win tonight against a tough foe, a Coach Kirtley Tonkawa Bucks squad led by their quarterback, who's primarily a runner, Rustin Martin. It's time for our Cowboy Travel Plaza keys to the game. KC and the crew at Cowboy Travel Plaza, they got it going on. Not only a great place to stop on that road trip, it's your destination for boots and barbecue. That's right, get some good barbecue or catfish, or check out all the Western wear in the Justin Boot Store. Cowboy Travel Plaza, corner of I-35 and Highway 51. Zach, our Cowboy Travel Plaza keys to the game.
First and foremost, offensive for Perry, the receivers need to get hot. They all need to have big games. Not just Santoy, but Drake Dell, Sam Chambers, Jansen Hartwig, Perry Wilson. They all need to have huge games. Contain Rustin Martin. The defense, the linebackers need to read that, contain him and limit him to his rushes. And then physicality. The offensive line needs to do a good job of protecting Dawson Badia from the blitz. And then the defensive line needs to do a good job of plugging up those holes to contain Rustin Martin.
And that's the thing tonight, and the contain on Rustin Martin, and the line play is going to be huge tonight. But for the line, they need to get in there and make sure that those guys can't get to the second level, which opens up those linebackers to go make some plays. So it's going to be big tonight. So Perry, they won the toss. They deferred to the second half. So Perry will play defense first, and they'll kick from south to north with the wind at their back to start this game here shortly. All right, so Sac, district play. It's hot and humid. We know that. It's not football weather quite yet. That's supposed to come in tomorrow. But still, this is what you get excited about, because the non-district matter as far as record goes, but these are the games that get you into the playoffs.
Yeah, and I love the style that Coach Cole has brought into this team. Really solid pass game, pretty solid running game. But I tell you, deferring to the second half to play defense right off the bat. Austin Reyes, if anyone can get this team fired up, it's Austin Reyes. Talking to all the seniors, he's the one that gets everybody hyped up before the game, calms everybody down, and then gets them all hyped up right before the game.
I'm with you. Perry deferring with a big offense.
It's huge.
That's showing that they believe their defense can go out and set a tone tonight. Coach Cole thinks they can go set a tone, and they will have an opportunity right off the kick.
But what's huge, it's not just Austin Reyes. They also have Blaze Hurlinger, who's just a sophomore, and he's just as explosive as Austin. So the defense tonight is going to be key.
And the Perry Maroon faithful up on their feet as the balloons are flying out there on the field as the Maroons take the field. And Tonkawa on the far side taking the field themselves. The Perry Maroons in their home maroon jerseys, white numbers, maroon helmets, the triple pinstripes down the middle of the helmet with the big white P. The Bucks of Tonkawa in their white road jerseys, orange numbers, black pants, black helmets with that orange flag with the skull and crossbones representing the Buccaneers.
Jordan, I may be a little biased, but this all-maroon uniform, well, it looks pretty sharp.
I would agree, Sag. Very sharp uniform for the Maroons. And hoping that it's more than sharp uniforms tonight. You're hoping that it's sharp play out there on the field, as the Maroons will need it, as this could quite be their toughest opponent of the year here on the home field.
Talking to Coach Cole a little bit on Wednesday, I think another big key, if Perry somehow, when they get stopped, is Dawson Badia's leg. The strength that he's added to his punts and the great punts he had last week were huge, and the defense came up with those big stops.
So Dawson Badia, he is set to kick. Rustin Martin set to return, as well as Joseph Milligan. Rustin Martin, he's the one you got to watch here tonight. Badia has it teed up. The whistle's in, the kick is off, and here is district play for the Perry Maroons. It's fielded by the up back at the 15-yard line. He'll run up the field, big hole, and going to be brought down. Blaze Herliner there on the tackle, as it was Carmen Pfluger, the junior, on the return.
Tackle made by number 22, Hayden Reedus.
Hayden Reedus also there on the tackle. And the ball will be spotted at the 38, and that is where Tonkawa will take over to begin this game.
Tonkawa takes over first down and 10 from their own 38-yard line.
So they're running that two wingbacks to the left. Pfluger in the backfield. Rustin Martin going to fake the handoff, roll around the right side. He's brought back in the backfield. A great tone setter there, as Bailey Burdick able to get back there using all of that 6'3", 240 frame to get back in the backfield and bring down Rustin Martin for a 1-yard loss.
Not only has Bailey added a bunch of muscle, but you're right. He's gotten a lot quicker on his feet. He's a lot more sure, a lot stronger, able to break through that offensive line and make the tackle.
Split and slot to the left. Christian Hernandez, the lone receiver to the right. He's covered by Clausen. Shotgun formation. Martin takes it. He's going to hand it off. Big hole up the middle, and he's free to the 40. One got to beat Santoy Rhodes. He's the only one that can track him down. 20, 10, 5. Santoy gets there, but it's not fast enough. Touchdown for the Tonkawa Bucks as Jaden Meyer, the sophomore, gets a 62-yard touchdown run, as Perry may have been keyed up on Rustin Martin a little too much there, Sack, and they'll do that to keep you honest, and he went 62 yards down the field.
Yeah, they weren't expecting that at all, and that kid, he turned it on. Once he got into the secondary, he was able to turn it on because Santoy's one of the faster defensive backs in 2A and just wasn't able to catch him.
First play looked like a tone setter. Second play didn't go Perry's way. A 62-yard touchdown run by Jaden Meyer. Extra point on the way. It is through the uprights, and it is good. Tonkawa didn't take them long. Just 55 seconds to draw first blood, and the score is 7-0. After the extra point, they lead the Perry Maroons. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Integrity, respect, professionalism, and a genuine caring attitude is exactly what you can expect from us at Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are committed to being available to you every step of the way. We know that losing a loved one is never easy, but it's our privilege, responsibility, and our calling to help ease this process as much as possible. We are avid supporters of the Perry Maroons and welcome you to come or stop by. We're located at 1010 North 7th or call us at 580-336-4444. Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are here for you.
It's Maroon Football with Zach Lancaster and Jordan Woodruff, only on Triple Play Sports Radio.
The Tonkawa Bucks on the board just 55 seconds into this contest. They lead 7-0 after a 62-yard run by Jaden Meyer out of the backfield. Perry may have been keyed up on Rustin Martin too much. Christian Hernandez set to kick. Drake Dell and Santoy Rhodes set to return, as Drake Dell will get it on the run at the 25-yard line. He bounces back around the left, and he's going to be hit hard, and he'll be up around near the 30, and that's where Perry will begin their first drive of the game.
You know, Jordan, I'm really not too worried about that score early because last week against Kellyville, Perry came up with a big stop. The punter for Kellyville bobbled the snap and took it all the way to the house, and Perry came out the next drive and scored and then came up with some big defensive stops.
One thing I'll say about Perry, they've been behind, I think, at one point in each game this year. They have shown a lot of resiliency. It'd be nice for them to get an answer drive right here, an answer big play. They got Drake Dell in the slot. Santoy Rhodes all on the right. They send Liam Clausen out of the backfield in motion. Dawson Badia drops back to pass, surveying the field. Now he'll throw a strike. It's caught by Sam Chambers, and he's going to get 4 yards up to the 35-yard line. So once again, we talked about the other guys probably need, because they're going to key in on Santoy Rhodes. They did there. But at the same time, it's that zone coverage. They drop back and try to keep everything in front of them, Sack. Those intermediate routes should be there tonight.
Yeah, and the offensive line didn't allow a sack last week. They protected him really well there, and Dawson can hurt you on his feet as well.
They got the stacked receivers each side. Clausen in the backfield. Padilla, shotgun formation, takes a snap, drops back, plenty of time, looks around, throws it to Perry Wilson. He makes the grab on the hitch route out of the back, and he'll have enough to move the chains up to the 46-yard line, giving him a gain of 11. Green on the tackle, but not before the chains move for the Perry Maroons.
One thing Perry has going for him is they kind of like to run a bit of a hurry-up. They use those signals from the sideline and they move really quick.
Santoy Rhodes in the slot this time. Shotgun formation, Padilla. Clausen in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Clausen. Clausen, a big hole, spins, now drives forward on into Tonkawa Buck territory down to the 47. Gain of 7 there brings up a 2nd and 3. Einmeyer on the tackle for the Tonkawa Bucks. And Perry, a nice little drive here. All receivers out to the right. They got that diamond. Santoy Rhodes out all alone to the left. Padilla, empty backfield. 2nd and 3 upcoming. Blitz coming for Tonkawa. Padilla looks at it. Now he'll do a hard count. And Tonkawa jump into the neutral zone. But they're going to call a false start. We'll wait and see. They're going to say it was the Perry Maroons that jumped first. I did not see that, but the one ref on our side said it was offsides. The ref on the far side near the chain said it was a false start, and they're going to call false start.
I'm going to have to agree with the ref on that far side. The center for Perry moved just a little bit too soon.
So Gottschalk moved just a little early. Sack, you're right there on top of that one. So now it's going to be a 2nd and 9 upcoming. Shotgun formation, the diamond out to the right. Santoy Rhodes alone to the left. They're going to throw it. It's a quick pass to Sam Chambers. He breaks a tackle up near the first down marker. He'll have enough to move the chains up to the 42-yard line. So a nice play there by the Perry Maroons as they're able to gain 11 and move the chains. 1st down and 10, Perry Maroons, and now they're in Tonkawa territory once again. Chambers, we talked about him getting those going on the intermediate route. Some of the other receivers outside of Santoy so far, Sam Chambers has been the target. That's 2 catches now for him. Shotgun formation, Padilla, 2 receivers each side, takes a snap, drops back, looking to throw. He's got pressure, he steps up in the pocket. Now a roll around the right side. He throws to Santoy Rhodes, and Santoy stopped. Padilla had the right idea. Santoy Rhodes got some separation and just kind of sat there. Dawson thought he was going to keep on moving, and Dawson overthrew him, as that would have been a big play there on the scramble from Dawson Padilla, but good job avoiding pressure. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was a great job. Last year, Dawson would have just took the hit and went down. That's one thing he really worked on in the offseason, scrambling, great pocket awareness, and able to see the open receiver downfield. Just wasn't able to connect.
Shotgun formation, trips out to the right side. They send Clausen in motion out of the backfield. Padilla drops back, 4-man rush from Tonkawa, throws it, Santoy Rhodes. Santoy Rhodes can't make the catch, and almost interception by Rustin Martin. So Santoy Rhodes, a rare drop. It was a little high there on the pass, but still Santoy usually brings that one down. And it was tipped straight up. Rustin Martin got his hands on it, but couldn't get the interception, so that brings up 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Well, and if it's not high, Santoy goes up for it and comes back down. That ball lands right in front of him after the tip.
Trips out to the right side. They send Clausen in motion out of the backfield. Padilla, shotgun snap, takes it, looking to throw, throws it now to Santoy Rhodes. He makes the catch this time. He'll move the chains on up to the 21-yard line. Gain of 20 for the Perry Maroons. Santoy Rhodes dropped it once. He didn't drop it that time. Rustin Martin on the tackle, but the Perry Maroons now deep in Tonkawa territory at the 21.
And this offensive line is so pivotal. They're giving Dawson 4 or 5 seconds each and every play. All the protection in the world, and that's huge.
Tonkawa playing very base, no blitzing. They're just rushing forward, and the line of Perry taking care of business. Shotgun formation. This time fakes the handoff, looking to throw, throws it to Sam Chambers. Chambers out of the wing, catches it. Now it'll go upfield, past the 1st down marker, up to the 9. That's a gain of 12 for Sam Chambers, his 3rd catch of the night. And moves the chains for the Maroons, and it will be 1st and goal from right there at the 9.
And that's huge because they're putting 2 or 3 guys on Santoy Rhodes. So Sam Chambers having a big night tonight, that's huge.
How about Padilla throwing strikes?
Yeah, he is.
Only 1 incompletion on this drive thus far, and Tonkawa is going to call themselves a timeout. Coach Kirtley wants to talk it over. But Dawson Padilla is on fire, as he's got, let's see, 2 incompletions. That's it. On this drive, one of those was he's trying to throw Santoy on the scramble. It was the right idea. The other one Santoy should have had, and he dropped. So Dawson Padilla doing what he needs to do. He's throwing strikes so far here tonight. And Sam Chambers, he's become a big target right here early in the game.
Well, one thing I can say about Dawson is you may have an overthrow here, or he may miss a receiver, but he's the senior in him is really coming through tonight because he doesn't let him rattle it. He's able to go out there. He may overthrow, but he's going to hit his guy the next time.
So Perry looking to answer here. They trail 7-0 with 8:44 left here in the first quarter. Tonkawa went up first as they had a 62-yard run on the second play from scrimmage, 55 seconds into the game. Perry now, though, on a drive that begun on their 31-yard line. Now they're down inside the 10 at the 9 after 8 plays, looking to cap it off with a touchdown here on 1st and goal. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers each side for Padilla. Takes the snap. They're going to blitz this time. Perry picks up the blitz. They're going to throw it into the end zone. Sam Chambers makes the catch. Touchdown, Perry Maroons. Dawson Padilla threw it right at Sam Chambers, and Sam Chambers, an impressive drive for him. 4 catches and caps it off with a 9-yard touchdown grab.
Well, and just like Dawson, fires it in there through the hands of a defender straight to Sam Chambers.
So Dawson Padilla looking to tie this game up with the extra point. Snaps good, holds good, kicks on the way low, and it is through the uprights and good. The score 7-7. The Perry Maroons get a quick answer after falling early in the first quarter, and we're all tied up, and that's the resiliency that we have seen from the Perry Maroons so far this year.
Well, and that's what I said as soon as Tonkawa scored. Perry will go down, but they don't really let it rattle them. They go back out there and they play Maroon football and drive down the field. Dawson on fire tonight. Sam Chambers, 4 big catches. Santoy doing his job. He's going to get open tonight. He's going to have some big catches. But Santoy doing a great job as a decoy, taking a couple of defenders away from everybody else.
We set this up there in that first part of the pregame earlier and said that Santoy may get the double coverage because that's what they did to Morrill with Blackwell. And with that being said, I'll tell you, man, it's been nice because the other guys have got going, that's for sure.
Number 5, Carmen Pfluger.
So Dawson Padilla set the kick. It's a nice one this time. It's going to bounce through the hands of one guy and down at the 1. It's going to go into the end zone and touchback. So unlike the college game, once it hits the end zone, it's a touchback in high school football, but it was right there on the edge of that goal line.
I say that he got really lucky because he touches it and it rolls over his head. It probably one end over into the end zone. That very easily could have died right there on the
line. Yeah, he cut off the trajectory of that one, and it almost cost him. That would have been nice for the Perry Maroons as it would have backed up the Tonkawa Bucks. But Tonkawa takes over at the 20. As the last possession, that first one of the game, it was Jaden Meyer on a 62-yard touchdown run. So Rustin Martin, shotgun formation, takes the snap, hands it off to Pfluger around the left side. Pfluger up the field, breaks a tackle, and then he's going to be brought down. Perry Wilson was on the tackle. It's a gain right around 7 to the 27. And I'll bring up 2nd and 3. So a little bit more than what you want them to get there on that first one, but it wasn't 62 yards like that last one.
No, and one thing that Perry always does, they always struggle early on wrapping up and bringing to the ground. They need to work on first contact, bringing them to the ground.
Pfluger still in the backfield after that 7-yard run. Martin in at quarterback. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Takes a snap. He's going to run it up the center of the field. Cuts back to the left. And he's met by a whole host of Perry Maroons. It's just going to be a 1-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. So far, the running backs have got yards, but they have keyed in on Rustin Martin, and they've been good. That was Bailey Burdick leading the charge once again.
1-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down and 2 for Tonkawa.
So 3rd and 2 upcoming. And Perry would like nothing more than to get off the field here on a 3 and out.
This would be a big stop. Ball on the 29-yard line, able to start with some relatively good field position.
Score 7-7. They got that jumbo set. Shotgun. 2 backs to the right, 1 in the backfield. They're going to hand off. He's going to be met in the backfield and tackled for a loss. Blaze Herliner on the tackle on Braden Hampton. And that'll be a loss of 1 and going to bring up a 4th and 3. Herliner He's good at getting off the ball, and he got off the ball great there.
Yeah,
and that's going to bring up a punting situation.
You aren't kidding. He was in the backfield faster than almost anyone you've seen all year long to make that tackle.
Jonathan Mercer set the punt here on the 4th and 3 as Santoy Rhodes with a foot on the 40-yard line set the return. Last week it was a bobbled snap that was a score for Kellyville. This snap's good this time. It's end over end kick. Santoy Rhodes gets it at the 45. Juke move. Now around the left side trying to get a corner. Gets a block for Leo Clausen up across the 45 and down at the 48. As Santoy made it somewhat exciting. Didn't get a lot of yards, though. Kicks up about 8 on the return up to the 48-yard line.
You know, Santoy does it better than anyone that you'll see in high school. Takes the punt, goes about 3 yards, stops on a dime, and then starts right back up around the end. It's impressive.
From their own 48-yard line.
So ball on the 48, 1st and 10 for the Perry Maroons. 6:58 left to go here in the first quarter. The score 7-7. It was a 3-and-out for the Tonkawa Bucks on that last possession. So Perry looking to grab the lead here in this one. 2 receivers each side. Liam Clausen in the backfield. Padilla takes the shotgun snap. Drops back, 4-man rush. Padilla's going to get away from pressure. Spins around. He's looking like Joe Montana back there. His idol, and he throws to Liam Clausen, who makes the catch at the 40. Liam Clausen stiff arms, and he's up to the 39-yard line. Across midfield. Nice play, 12-yard gain, moves the sticks for the Maroons, and that was all Dawson Padilla. He is on his game here tonight.
The hit that Titan Horton delivered on that defender was huge.
This isn't your Perry Maroons from last year, and Tonkawa is finding that out rather quickly here tonight. 7-7 the score, trips out to the right side. Padilla takes a snap, drops back to pass, looking to throw. Now he's going to dart it in there. Drake Dell on the catch, and Drake Dell right near the 30-yard line. I think they'll mark him just short of the first down, so it'll be a gain of 9. Eanmeyer on the tackle brings up 2nd and 1.
Great throw there by Dawson. Fired it in there where only Drake can go out there and get it.
2nd down and 1 for Perry.
That's Drake Dell's first catch since the 2nd game of the year. Remember in that Blackwell game, he tweaked his ankle on a punt return. Played last week, tweaked his ankle again. Good to see him out there making a catch. It's stacked receivers to each side. Dawson Padilla takes a shotgun snap. He'll hand off to Clausen. Clausen, a nice hole, and he'll dart forward up to the 25-yard line. Perry doing what they want to the Tonkawa Bucks defense right now.
Nice solid pickup there. Kind of confused Tonkawa a little bit with the stacked receivers on either side. Looks like that's what they're going to do again this time.
Gain of 4 on the play, moves the chains, 1st and 10 for the Maroons. Stacked receivers once again to each side for the Maroons. 7-7 the score, 5:48 in the first quarter. Dawson Padilla takes a shotgun snap, drops back, plenty of time, throws it, and Drake Dell's going to slide down to make the catch. As Padilla, it wasn't his best throw so far, but still Drake Dell makes the sliding catch and gets it, looks like inside the 10, to be right at the 10, so it's going to be a gain of 15 for Drake Dell, and moves the chains, 1st down and goal from the 10 for the Maroons. Trips out to the right. Watch Santoy Rhodes in the slot. Liam Clausen in the backfield. Dawson Padilla. Perry Wilson all alone on the left side. Island coverage, it does appear. It's a long throw, though, from the right hash for Padilla if he tries to get Wilson. He'll move Clausen from left to right. Padilla takes a shotgun snap. He'll hand off to Clausen. Big hole. Clausen bounce forward. He'll dive, and it'll be just short. No, he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Perry Maroons. 10-yard gain for Liam Clausen. And the Perry Maroons take the lead with 5:10 left here in the first quarter.
Good, hard, solid run there by Liam Clausen. And that's the passing game tonight has been huge, not just in yardage, but the fact that they can sell the pass and hand off up the middle and pick up solid yardage.
Dawson Padilla is set to extend this lead on the extra point. Low snap. Clausen gets it. It's a low kick, and I think it went left, and it did. So the extra point no good. 13-7 is the score with 5:10 left here in this first quarter. Custom Dental with Dr. Dewhurst is the place for a first-class dental experience. If you aren't a patient already, one visit and you'll wish that you were always a patient. Start a relationship with Dr. Dewhurst and his staff today. Custom Dental, 1606 West Fur in Perry. And Titan Horton maybe somebody needs to go to the dentist. You brought it up earlier. Dawson Padilla looking like Joe Montana, getting away from pressure back there, and that's his idol, by the way, Joe Montana. And he sits there, gets away from pressure. Titan Horton made a teeth-rattling hit is the best way to put it.
Well, he does too. You know, and Coach Cole said earlier this week, the position that works the hardest with the least amount of respect is the offensive line. And when someone delivers a hit like that, it makes you focus on the offensive line just a little bit harder.
13-7 the score, 5-10 in the first quarter. Perry has the lead here at home in the first district game of the year against Tonkawa. Dawson Padilla's kick on the way. It's going to take a bounce and be fielded by Pfluger at the 10. Pfluger around the center, and he's going to be brought down as Blaze Hurlinger in there on the shoelaces, and he'll be brought down just past the 30. So Tonkawa will take over. They're going to spot him, looks like, after the dive right around the 35-yard line, giving him a little bit of a spot there. But they like putting on the line so they don't have to move the chains. It expedites the game. I'm all for that. So Tonkawa takes over at the 35 with 5:03 left here in this first quarter. Rustin Martin has Pfluger to his right. Split to the left, split and slot to the right, sends his tight end motion from left to right. Perry shifts. They got a 5-man front on. Martin takes it. Now he's going to run, breaks a tackle, and Perry Wilson's going to bring him down. As he'll be right near the first down, past the chains, gain of 11, up to the 46. So Rustin Martin, very athletic. Didn't have a lot of room there, but he found himself just enough of a crease to get him 11 yards.
Yeah, and that was impressive. Able to sliver through there, dance around, and pick up some solid yardage.
So Jake Pelton in the backfield as Rustin Martin hands it off to him left side, and he'll be met. A whole host of Maroons in there once again. It's going to be a gain of right around 4 up to the 50-yard line as Jake Pelton gets positive yardage, 4 yards for the Tonkawa Bucks, and the ball spotted right at the 50, just short of midfield.
4-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 6 upcoming. With 4:20 left here in the first quarter, Perry with a 13-7 lead here in district play over Tonkawa. Pistol formation this time for Martin. It's Pfluger in the backfield behind him. He'll hand it off to Pfluger. Pfluger pounds his way forward up near the chains. They'll spot him right there at the first down marker. At the 44, he'll have enough to move the chains on a 6-yard gain.
Spot the ball at the Maroon 44-yard line.
Now they're going to call him just short.
Wow, it almost kind of looked like he's squeezed forward to pick up that one.
They didn't bring out the chains. I think he has the first down, but they're not going to bring out the chains because that ball's in the middle of the field. It's not on one of those hash marks, but hey, you'll take it if you're Perry. Opportunity here to maybe get something done. So 2 lead blockers in just to the left of Rustin Martin. Pfluger in the backfield. They'll hand it off, and right up the center of the field. Not Braden Hampton in the backfield. They hand it off to him. He'll get 2 yards. First down, moves the chains for the Tonkawa Bucks up to the 42-yard line.
Number 6, Blaze Hurlinger.
You know, we kind of saw this problem last week against Kellyville. Tonkawa runs 3 or 4 different guys, and they're all pretty solid, just like Kellyville was.
Tonkawa loves that downhill running.
Yeah, they do.
They love to get the push off the ball, then those lead blockers coming at you with a full steam, and then that running back or the quarterback in most instances, he runs at you full steam ahead too. Hampton in the backfield. They got that 2 lead blockers to the left of Rustin Martin again. This time Rustin Martin fakes it. He's going to throw wide open down the center and the left side of the field. The catch is made at the 20, cuts back in up to the 10, and inside the 10, going to be brought down as a nice play action as he hits Jake Pelton. And they're going to be down near the 10-yard line, gain of 32 on the play as Perry was all out on the run. Blaze Hurlinger able to make the touchdown-saving tackle, but, man, it was all out. They had a receiver that was more open down the middle of the field. Rustin Martin threw it behind him, actually, and as Pelton able to make the catch and scamper upfield, 1st and 10 from the 9 now for the Tonkawa Bucks. Martin has Pfluger to his left, shotgun formation, sends his tight end in motion, and that's Meyer, and now we're going to have a flag down on the field. It's going to be false start against the Tonkawa Bucks. So that'll make it a little harder on the Tonkawa Bucks takes that 1st and goal from the 9 to the 14. As they had trouble with that, I watched the games against Blackwell and Morrison, thanks to that convenient little thing called Huddle now, where you can do that. Coach Cole, nice enough to let me get on there. And they had problems with that the last couple of weeks. Tonkawa did, with moving a little too fast and also holding. So they got that stack formation again. They ran play action out of this a second ago. Single receiver to the left. This time they'll run it out to the right side. A lot of room. Liam Clausen makes him cut back in. Hampton now going to be forced out of bounds as Tanner Kime there on the hit as he gets down to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play as Tanner Kime there in pursuit knocks him out of bounds. 2nd and goal from the 8.
Spot the ball at the Maroon 8-yard line.
Yeah, I talked to Tanner earlier this week, and he says he's been working real hard in practice. Hadn't got a lot of playing time, and that's only made him hungry. He goes out there, and he'll put a hit on somebody, just like we saw right there.
1:35 left here in the first quarter. Perry leads 13-7, but Tonkawa has a 1st and goal from the 8-yard line, or 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. They got to hurry. There's only 6 seconds left on the play clock. They run to the line. Now 4. Rustin Martin will get the snap off just in time. Now he's going to throw it. He's got a wide open receiver and just overshot it. I mean, that was well over a wide open Jake Pelton on the play action. And that's the thing. Martin did get him once. It wasn't a great throw when he got that big gain. He is not a throwing quarterback for sure, and you could see it there, Sack. He had a touchdown if he can make that throw, and that was a pretty easy throw.
Yeah, and watching pregame, that's what he did. He probably had about 15, 20 passes there warming up in the pregame and only hit about 3 of them. He overshoots his receivers by about 5 or 6 yards.
3rd and goal from the 8-yard line upcoming. It's going to be Hampton in the backfield, as they got Christian Hernandez all along to the left. Santoy Rhodes on him, tied in to the right. That stack formation, play action. They're looking for a slant, and that ball's all tipped away. Perry Wilson almost had an interception, but a great play by Perry Wilson to tip that ball away. So that's going to be a 4th and goal from the 8. Perry Wilson. Coach Cole told me that he has been only 2 years head coach, but he's been around football for a long time. He said that's the biggest jump he has seen from a kid from a freshman to sophomore year, Perry Wilson, and that was a big play there for him.
Yeah, that's one thing that you haven't seen a team do against this Perry defense is throw across the middle and be very successful.
So a 4th and goal from the 8 upcoming. The Perry fans up in arms, trying to cheer on the Maroons on a big 4th down stop. Rustin Martin. He's going to go under center in the I formation. Tight end to the right, splits to each side, and Mike Kirtley will burn his 2nd timeout of the game. 2nd of the half with 1:08 left here in the first quarter. He's going to talk it over. Ortho, Oklahoma, you don't have to be a professional athlete to be treated like one. You also don't have to go to a metro to get quality care. Ortho, Oklahoma proves that daily with the best orthopedic care. Let their staff treat you with hometown friendliness and ease. Ortho, Oklahoma, a division of Stillwater Medical Center. So a 4th and goal from the 8 upcoming, Sack, as Perry, if they could get off the field here after a drive from Tonkawa, Perry, that would be continue this momentum going in a positive direction. Tonkawa scores first on a 62-yard touchdown run, and then after that, Perry answers. Perry gets a 3-and-out. Then they score to take the lead. If they can keep him out of the end zone again here, they will keep that momentum going.
Yeah, and I don't blame Kirtley for calling that timeout because I don't think he was expecting Perry, because this is a completely different Perry team than it was last year. I don't think he was expecting Perry to be out there ready to go to contend against that 4th down.
I'm with you. This Perry team's different, and Perry's ready to go here on 4th down. Blaze Hurley are waving at the crowd, trying to get them going. 2 lead blockers to the left. Rustin Martin, shotgun formation, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, throws it back corner of the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. As Perry Wilson had the break up that time, he puts his hands in disgust. He let Anthony Eanmeyer get behind him, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Bucs. So Perry can't get the stop. 8-yard touchdown catch for Eanmeyer. Ties the game up, extra point pending, as Hernandez set to kick.
Christian Hernandez on for the extra point attempt.
That would have been a big momentum deal there for Perry if they could have got that stop. Snap good, hold good, kick on the way, and it is going to squeeze through. Yes.
Extra point attempt is up and good.
Up and good. 14-13. Tonkawa takes the lead back here with 1:03 left in the first quarter.
Your attention, please.
You don't have to go far for the best in quality medical care. Stillwater Medical Center offers the latest technology, the finest medical team, and the highest standard of patient care, committed to excellence and committed to you, Stillwater Medical Center. So, Zach, I would have loved to have seen Perry's defense get a stop there, as that would have been big for their defense and the confidence and everything, but still, Perry offense, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns so far. We'll see if they can't keep it going. As Dawson Padilla, he has been throwing darts.
Yeah, they've been really solid on offense, and I fully expect Coach Cole to get his defense turned around. That's one thing that they've really been able to do this year is make adjustments in the middle of the game. They probably won't give up another pass like that. They won't allow a receiver to get behind them.
Deep for the Maroons, number 9,
Yeah, the play action gets Perry twice in that last drive. And let's face it, if you're making Tonkawa do that, you can maybe adjust a little bit because they want to run Rustin Martin. Dale's going to get it at the 20-yard line on the kickoff. Dale up the sideline, has a little room, and he'll be brought down at the 35. Gain of around 16 on the return. They'll spot him down at the 36. 58 seconds left here in this first quarter. Perry trails 14-13 here in the first district game of the year. Perry 3-1. They played in 0 week. They'll have a bye later this year. Tonkawa, they're 3-0. Trips out to the left side for Padilla. 1 receiver to the right. Clausen in the backfield to the right. Padilla sets up, and now we're going to have a whistle and another timeout from Tonkawa. So Coach Kirtley goes through all 3 of his timeouts here in this first quarter, as didn't like what he saw out there.
Well,
and he decides to call timeout.
And that, that's a pretty basic play, a pretty basic set that Perry runs. It wasn't like they were doing their diamond formation, 4 receivers wide out to the right or left. That I'm not really sure why Kirtley called that timeout.
He didn't like something, that is for sure, and he has brought all 3 of his timeouts with 58 seconds still to go here in this first quarter.
Well, and the way the Maroons have played this year, they've scored a litany of touchdowns leading up to halftime. So burning all 3 of your timeouts here in the first quarter, that could come back to bite them.
The Perry Maroons, they've gone 2-0 on their first 2 possessions, scoring touchdowns in each of those. This is their 3rd possession as we're winding down to the end of the first quarter. And we'll see if they can get another score on the board and reclaim the lead from the Tonkawa Bucks. Trips out to the left, single receiver to the right. Liam Clausen to the right of Dawson Padilla in shotgun formation. Padilla takes the snap, drops back, 4-man rush on the way. Throws it. Santoy Rhodes makes the catch, makes the tackle, stays up, and I think he will be just short of the first down. I tell you what, that would have been a good dance move, Santoy Rhodes, because he was on his basically knees still trying to stay up and walk, and he gains 9 yards there up to the 45. I thought he was going to be able to get the first down, but they mark him just short, so a 2nd and 1 upcoming.
Yeah, him dragging that left foot there. Looked like the knee was down. I'm not sure if it was, but that was impressive to catch that ball and pick up a couple extra yards.
Stack receivers each side. Liam Clausen's been very effective on 2nd and 3rd and short so far in this game. They're not going to hand it off to him. They're going to throw a slant. Sam Chambers makes the catch, and he'll be met at the 49. It'll be a gain of 4 and moves the chains for the Perry Maroons on the quick slant to Sam Chambers. And that is almost impossible to cover. They can do that stack formation. When you have that stack formation, you can't press a guy at the line. And that being said, Sam Chambers and Santoy Rhodes, they slant, and you can get that quick slant to him. Trips out to the right this time. Shotgun formation, Padilla takes the snap. He's going to keep it after the fake handoff. He'll run back to the left, and he's going to stumble down. Couldn't get his feet quite underneath him after he had initial contact. And he's going to get across midfield, though, gain of 3 up to the 47-yard line, and that will bring an end to the first quarter. And we have a dandy of a game. The Perry Maroons have the ball at the 47 in Tonkawa territory. The score 14-13. Perry trails the Bucks here in Perry. We'll take a timeout and be back. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Personal services and discounts up to 40%. No wonder more drivers trust State Farm Insurance. And your agent, Perry, is Cheryl Mandeville. Give Cheryl a call today and check with her on your home, car, health, life insurance, and more. She will steer you in the right direction. Cheryl Mandeville, State Farm Insurance, located at 405 Fur Avenue in Perry, or call 580-336-2110.
And you can hear that Perry Maroon marching band in the background, trying to get the crowd going, and the crowd has plenty of reason to be going here in this one as the score is 14-13. Perry trails Tonkawa. A 2nd and 7 upcoming here to start the second quarter. Perry has the ball on the 47-yard line in Tonkawa territory. Good first quarter sack, a couple of defensive snafus. That was about it. But Perry's offense looking like a well-oiled machine. They send Liam Clausen in motion to the right side. Padilla steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to try to get away, and this time he can't get pressure. He tried to bounce back, and as he bounced back, Carmen Pfluger was there in the backfield. He had been blocked, but he able to get up and then sack Dawson Padilla, so that's going to be a loss of around 7 on the play, brings up 3rd and 14.
Yeah, Pfluger able to get around the end there and got behind Dawson, was coming up behind him. Dawson he's done a really good job all season long and been able to scramble out of that pressure. Just wasn't able to do it that time.
So shotgun formation, a 3rd and 14 upcoming for the Maroons. 11:25 left in the second quarter. Padilla drops back. He's going to throw it to Clausen on the flats. Clausen has some room. He gets a block. Now he dives forward. First down and 10 for the Perry Maroons. Up across the 40 to the 36. Jonathan Mercer on the tackle, but the chains move for the Maroons.
Good for a Maroon. First down and 10.
As it's a big gain there. Gain of 18 yards and moves the chains. They needed 14. They get 18. And the ball spot on the 37 of Tonkawa. So Liam Clausen finding some room out there in the flat, puts his shoulder down and gets the first down. 1st and 10 for the Maroons. Padilla takes a snap, hands off to Clausen, big hole. Clausen bounced around the left side, spins, and I don't know how he got 2 more yards after that. He stayed up somehow, and he gets down to the 40. Gain of 7 on the play. Emeyer on the tackle for Tonkawa.
That was an impressive run, but an even better tackle because that saves a touchdown right there.
2nd down and 4 for the Maroons.
So giving just 6, 2nd and 4 upcoming. Shotgun formation. They got those stacked receivers to each side once again. Clausen in the backfield. Padilla drops back, looking to throw. He'll gun it in there, and that looks like it will be caught by Drake Dell. Padilla threaded a needle on that one and gets it to Drake Dell down to the 20. A gain of 10 moves the chains for the Maroons. Padilla has a lot of confidence in his arm tonight, Zach.
Yeah, he does too. Fired it right in there between 2 defenders straight to Drake Dell. Picked up some solid yardage.
14-13 the score. Perry trails, but they got the ball on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Trips out to the left side. Drake Dell all alone to the right. Padilla fakes it. Now they throw it to Santoy Rhodes on the bubble screen. Santoy Rhodes tries to get around the outside. There's a flag down. You got to be thinking that's going to be a hold. Santoy Rhodes would have had about 6 yards, but it's going to be a hold, and that's going to bring it back. They're discussing. Here's some fans saying hopefully it's a face mask. We'll wait and see. That would be nice. It's not. It's a legal block in the back instead. So that'll be a loss of yardage and backs the Maroons up quite a bit here. Backs them up 10 from the spot of foul, so they'll spot them at the 30-yard line.
Result of the penalty will spot.
So that'll make it a 1st and 20 now for the Maroons. Stack formation to each side. Liam Clausen in the backfield. Padilla shotgun. 1st and 20 upcoming. Takes a snap. Drops back. Looking to throw. Throws it on a dime to Perry Wilson. And Perry Wilson gets back up to the 30 for a gain of 10. They are burning them on the slants out of that stack route.
Well, and Perry Wilson did a great job. Caught that as he got hit and still held on to that ball.
So 2nd and 10 upcoming for the Maroons. Trips out to the right. Perry Wilson all alone on the left side. Santoy Rhodes in the slot to the right. Padilla takes a snap, rolls right side, looking to throw, guns it, throws it up. And it's going to be incomplete. Dale dropped it. As Sam Chambers was right there, and Sam Chambers put his hand up thinking it was to him. And that kind of, I think Sam may actually tipped it, and Drake Dale just could not come down with it. It hit him right there in the numbers. But when a guy tips a pass, it makes it a little tougher to catch.
Yeah, but Drake doing a good job tonight. I'm surprised he didn't come up with that one.
And he's all alone. They're split out on the right side. Maybe a fade here before long. Dawson Padilla takes a snap, looking to throw. Throws the comeback route, and that's tipped away. Great defense. Perry Wilson, the intended receiver, out there on the left side. As Christian Hernandez was on the island with him, and Christian Hernandez claimed the island that time, tipping the ball away. So a 4th and 10 upcoming from the 20 for the Perry Maroons with 9:22 left here in the second quarter. The Perry Maroons trail 13-14 to the Tonkawa Bucks in the first district game of the year. Trips out to the right side. Clausen in the backfield. Perry Wilson all on the left. They send Clausen in motion. Out to the right. Padilla drops back. He's pressured. Throws it. Guns it. Santor Rhodes with a catch inside the 10-yard line. Up to the 5. That'll move the chains. A big 4th down mover for the Perry Maroons as Santor Rhodes gets it down at the 5. Gain of 15. They needed 10. 1st and goal for the Maroons, and they keep the possession alive on 4th down. So Clausen had a nice run last time inside the red zone. We'll see if Perry gives it to him again here. Shotgun formation, trips to the right. They'll hand it off to Clausen. Clausen stiff arms. Tries to move forward, and he goes nowhere. Good job by Tonkawa. They gang tackled him that time as Brandon Alexander led the way.
You know, it being 1st down, I really like that play call. Been really successful for him tonight, but there's still 3 more chances. I like that 1st down call.
Loss of 1 on the play. Trips out to the right side. This is when Santor Rhodes is at his best. He's in the slot. Shotgun formation, Padilla. Clausen to his left. Dawson drops back, looking to throw in the slant. Now he'll roll around the left side. Perry Wilson comes back corner throw, and Wilson can't get up to get it. And Coach Cole wants a holding call. He is yelling at the ref, and I can understand why, as Wilson on the press coverage was just mugged. So it's going to be 2nd. Should be 3rd, actually. 3rd and goal from the 6th. They haven't changed the down marker yet. They do that time. Hey, I wouldn't mind being Colorado and getting a 5th down. It's okay, right?
Yeah, it definitely helps being this close.
If it's for you, it does. So 3rd and goal from the 6. Shotgun formation. Padilla. Split and slot to each side. Takes a snap. Rolls out. Throws it to Drake Dale. Drake Dale makes a catch into the end zone. Touchdown, Perry Maroons. Drake Dale, 6-yard touchdown reception, and the Perry Maroons. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. They're back on top. 19-14. The extra point is pinned.
Great sideline awareness right there as he was heading right out of bounds, able to cut hard left up into the end zone. Drake Dell, that was a heck of a play.
So I think Perry's going to go for 2. They will. So trying to extend this lead to 7 on a 2-point conversion. Dawson Padilla, shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff, rolls out, looking to throw, throws to Sam Chambers. Sam Chambers makes the catch and gets in. 2-point conversion is good. The score is 21-14. The Maroons have a 7-point lead on an impressive drive. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns for the Maroons. And that's the difference. Tonkawa has 3 drives and 2 touchdowns. The Maroons defense will try to get something special again and get a stop. Might I say, extend the lead farther here in this second quarter if they can get the ball back. We'll take a timeout. 8:16 left in the second quarter. 21-14. Perry leads Tonkawa here on Triple Play Sports Radio.
To our neighbors and friends, we come to you today to let you know what's on our hearts. Because you're the reason this is so much more meaningful than a job. And the reason we believe in the power of investing in tomorrow, as well as the power of community. So this is simply thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to move forward and grow, but never lose sight of the roots that connect us. Sincerely, Stillwater Medical.
It's Perry Maroon football with Zach Lancaster and Jordan Woodruff on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Welcome back. Perry Maroon football here on Triple Play Sports Radio. The score 21-14 after a 6-yard touchdown catch by Drake Dell. Dawson Padilla on fire here tonight. He is throwing dimes, and he's set to kick off to Pfluger and to Martin. Kick on the way. Around the right side, bounces at the 15, fielded at the 10. Hampton out there. Hampton gets it, cuts around the right side. He's going to be brought down near the 20-yard line.
Tackle made by number 6,
Blaze Herliner once again on the kickoff coverage on the tackle.
You know, going back to it, Dawson, he's having a great game. Drake Dell's having a great game, but I tell you, one of the difference makers tonight, Sam Chambers across the middle with those slants. Oh, my gosh.
And you know what? When you run those slants like that, and you're playing a Tonkawa on a defensive team, you're going to get hit. Sam Chambers, though, he is not bothered so far by that.
Now, him playing center for the basketball team, he's used to a little bit of contact.
In fact, we've watched him play basketball. He likes to make the contact a lot in that sport.
Yes, he does.
He got the swag in basketball. He's bringing some of that swag to the football field here tonight. Martin, shotgun formation. He's going to do a quarterback sweep around the right side. And Santoy Rhodes going to be down there on the tackle. Also on the tackle, Jansen Hartwig, who's been battling an ankle injury. So Martin's able to gain. He gets about 5 yards, brings up 2nd and 5. So Clausen also in there. Austin Reyes, haven't called his name a lot tonight. I'd like to see him get in on the action. He's out there at linebacker along with Blaze Herliner. Austin in the middle of the field here. Tight end, Meyer goes from left to right, reset, shotgun formation, Martin. Martin takes it, quarterback sweep again, runs up the middle, and he's engulfed by the defensive line of the Perry Maroons. Bailey, Burdick, Parker, Gottschalk, all in there on that tackle, and no gain on the play. I'll give him a gain of 1, so brings up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, those runs up the middle, every now and then you'll get a successful one, but against this defensive line, you're not going to pick up very many yards.
Also, Tanner Kime in there. He's playing defensive end. He was in there on that tackle as well. So 3rd and 4 upcoming. Perry can get a stop here. They can get the ball back. Chance to extend the lead over the Tonkawa Bucks, but they got to get the stop. Rustin Martin, shotgun formation, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, right side. He's got room. He'll have the first down. Barely enough for the first down as Liam Clausen comes up and lays a big hit, and then Austin Reyes, he caps it off himself with a big hit. Be across the 30 to the 31. I think it's enough to move the chains. It will be. So they needed 4, they get 4. But still, good, not bad defense there by the Perry Maroons.
No, you know, they kind of bit on that fake handoff around the left, and that's one thing that they're going to have to work on. But, you know, they only gave up 4 yards on it. Yeah, it's a new set of downs, but they contained the run really well.
Score 21-14, 6:38 left in the half. Perry has the lead. Tonkawa has the ball. 1st and 10 upcoming from the 31. Martin has 2 lead blockers to the right. He'll fake the handoff, looking for a play action, throws it down the field, has a guy open, and that ball is going to be caught. And Perry Wilson brings him down, but not before a big gain on the play action. That is not Tonkawa's game, but Perry is so keyed in on Rustin Martin that they are getting guys free back behind. That time it was Cameron Hockert on the catch and a big gain on the play.
Well, and Hockert had just a step on Perry Wilson, because if Wilson puts his hands straight up into the air, I think he bats that ball down.
So I believe that's a gain of around 41 on the play, all the way up to the 26-yard line. So Perry now trying to stop Tonkawa, who now has the ball deep in the Perry side of the field. Pistol formation this time. Handoff up the center, big hole. It closes, but not before a nice gain up the middle for Cameron Pfluger.
Tackle made by number 23,
Tanner Kime on the tackle, but a 6-yard gain on the play.
6-yard gain on the play.
So 2nd and 4 upcoming. As got to be thinking they're going to try to get Rustin Martin some touches here deep in Perry territory.
Well, and you may be seeing Coach Cole call a timeout here in the next couple of plays, give his guys a bit of a breather.
In the backfield, it's Jake Pelton. Shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff. Now Martin can't get away, and good job. Tanner Kime on the initial rush, and then Austin Reyes was there to make the tackle. So Tanner Kime doesn't get the tackle, but Austin Reyes and Sam Chambers were there to ultimately bring down Rustin Martin, and it's a loss of 1 on the play, brings up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Martin's back left him a little too soon, and he turned the wrong way and didn't know quite what to do with the ball. Took the hit.
Pfluger back in a tailback after looked like, honestly, Pelton went the wrong way. Shotgun formation. This time Martin, he's going to be trapped up by Tanner Kime. No gain on the play. Tanner Kime. The maturity of him on the football field from last year to this year, and honestly, even through the first 4 games into this 5th game, has been something to see. Tanner Kime, big stop there. Another loss of 1. That brings up a 4th and 6. So Perry going to try to get off the field on 4th down again. Remember last time, the last possession, it was 4th down. It was a play-action pass that ended up as a touchdown for the Tonkawa Bucks, as Enemeyer had an 8-yard touchdown catch on the throw from Rustin Martin. They're in that same formation, those lead blockers to the right, both beside Rustin Martin. They'll fake the handoff. Play action pass again. Throw on the way. Wide open and into the end zone. Touchdown. As it is Pelton again. Same play that they scored the touchdown on 4th down. This time it's a 22-yard touchdown catch for Pelton. And it may tie the game up pending the extra point, score 21-20.
Well, and Pelton wide open down that right side, untouched. Not really sure, the defense just didn't pick him up. Never saw him over there.
Extra point on the way from Christian Hernandez, trying to tie this one up. Snap good, hold good, kick on the way, and it is through the uprights and good. The score all tied up at 21 apiece. And sack out of the backfield like that, that is the linebacker. And Coach Cole is talking to his linebackers. He's talking to Jansen Hartwig. As Hartwig there on that left side, he is in. This is not what Tonkawa does. Let's face it, they don't do that. But the guys are wide open, and Martin has missed a couple of wide open guys, but he hits them. When they're that open, you don't have to make a great throw. He can catch them, and they can waltz right in. And so far, Perry is keyed in on Rustin Martin in those play actions with Pelton out of that stack formation where they have the 2 backs immediately to the right of Rustin Martin. He's sneaking out of the backfield and just kind of running a little wheel route, quite honestly, as he's running outside, then up. And by the time Hartwig or one of the other linebackers sees it, it's too late. He's already up the field, and you can't recover.
Well, and one thing, these senior linebackers, it's 4th down and 6. You're almost in the red zone. One thing that seemed like they're trying to do is they're trying to make that big play, and they let that receiver free.
So Hernandez, his kick's on the way, and it goes to Drake Dell, who makes the grab going backwards at the 10. Drake Dell around the right side puts his shoulder down, and he'll have it up to the 24, and that's where Perry will take over. So there's 3:50 left here in the half. The score 21-21. Remember, Perry will have the ball to begin the second half. So if they could get a score here with a lead, Tonkawa has been taking time on their drives because they run the football, and they've thrown it tonight and had 2 touchdown passes, but still they're driving the ball up the field. So if Perry could get the touchdown here, maybe have a lead going to the locker room, they could extend on that lead going in starting the second half. But they got to get it. This is their 4th possession. So far they've had 3, and they've scored 3 touchdowns. Clausen gets the handoff at the middle, and he'll go right up the center of the field to the 28, gain of 4.
And this is the situation I was talking about. Just under 4 minutes, Tonkawa has a solid, Perry has a solid run game. They can throw across the middle there to Sam Chambers, keep this clock running. Curley doesn't have any timeouts to stop this drive. Perry could strike right here, but going into half.
Perry hasn't thrown the deep ball yet tonight. Now, part of that is because Tonkawa's coverage, but you got to be thinking eventually they'll try a deep one. Padilla, shotgun formation, takes the snap, looking to throw. Here goes that deep ball. Drake Dell, and he'll be just too tall for him. Good coverage as Jonathan Mercer was there in coverage. And then coming over the top was Cameron Green at safety. And Dawson Padilla would have had to put that perfectly on target to make that catch. And Dell may have took a big hit if he got that ball, but he threw it in a good spot. Only Drake Dell really had a chance for it. So they tried to throw that deep ball. Sack just didn't mark.
Well, and Dawson makes good adjustments. He'll hit that pass here later in the game.
Play action this time. Padilla drops back, throws it. Santoy Rhodes out the left side, and he's going to run out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. So ball spotted at the 33, and Coach Cole will have a decision to make here. Do you go for it? You're deep in your own territory at the 33-yard line. It's a 4th and a long one, maybe 2 here to go. Gain of 4 for Santoy Rhodes, and the Maroons, they're going to go for it. Why not? Shotgun formation. They may try a hard count and draw them off sides. Padilla does do that hard count. And now Coach Cole is going to call a timeout. So they try to draw him off sides. Coach Cole calls timeout. He still may go for it here, especially having the ball to begin the second half. They may decide to go for it, even though it's deep in Tonkawa territory.
I think he will.
Perry territory.
Because you could fake the hands off to Liam Clausen and have Dawson Padilla kind of bootleg it around the end, because that's worked quite a bit this year. And Tonkawa, they haven't really been keying in on that end.
You know what I like in these situations? It looks like the punt team's coming out. I always like the old bootleg play, which Perry a little tougher on their bootleg out of shotgun. They're not under center like my team used to be back in the day in Gans playing 8-man football. But that was the play I loved. Give me a 4th or 3rd and short. Give me that bootleg, and I'll roll around that right side. Chambers, or in my day, it was my cousin Chris Plank out of the backfield, and you try to either hit him or you say, hey, you make a block for me, and I'm going to run and get those 2 yards. But Perry, they have elected to punt it unless they fake it.
I was going to say, we've talked about it before. You got Santoy Rhodes in that up back position. They very easily could kind of snap to him and, kind of boot around the end there.
Hampton set the return. Padilla set the punt. He's 10 yards behind the snapper. Santoy Rhodes in the up back to the right. They send Crow in motion from left to right. Crow sets. Snap on the way. Padilla set the kick. It's a nice punt this time. Padilla is going to take a bounce, take a Perry bounce, and it's going to be down to the 22-yard line. So Perry punts it away after a 3 and out, all tied up at 21, 2:58 left to go here in the half. And Tonkawa will take over 1st and 10 at the 22. Brown Duggar Funeral Home has been caring for families for more than a century. They provide guidance and trust in a family's most difficult time. They are also proud supporters of the local community. They'll help you remember the life, cherish the love, and preserve the legacy of your loved ones. Brown Duggar Funeral Home, 1010 North 7th in Perry. 21-21 the score, 2:58 left here in the half. Tonkawa with the ball. They have to go 78 yards if they want to get a touchdown before the half. Tonkawa predominantly in film runs the ball with their quarterback Rustin Martin. So far here tonight, Perry's keyed in on that. It's been the play action that's given Perry trouble. This time they're going to hand it off right side, and Perry's going to be there, gain of only 2 on the play. As they get it out to Pfluger on the right side, he'll only gain 2, brings up 2nd and 8.
Santoy Rhodes right there making initial contact. Sam Chambers coming in hot, taking that tackle up high. Huge hit.
So 2nd and 8 upcoming. Tonkawa in no hurry. They're not a hurry-up team. And Dawson with a nice punt. That worked out good for Perry, because still Coach Cole has 2 timeouts left. He may, if you stop them here and they don't get a gain, you may call timeout and try to get the ball back before half. Shotgun formation for Martin. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off up the center, and Hartwig going to make the tackle. Short of the first down, it's going to be a gain of right around 6 on the play. We'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Tripped up by number 34, Jansen Hartwig.
So Hartwig on the tackle brings up 3rd and 2 with 1:50 now left in the half.
Spot the ball at the Tonkawa 31-yard line. 3rd down and 1 for the Buccaneers.
So Mike Kirtley, their coach at Tonkawa, not in a hurry here, as I don't think he knows. He doesn't want to give Perry the ball back the way they throw it.
No, especially without having any timeouts.
So a 3rd and, we'll say 1 now upcoming. Rustin Martin takes it. He's met, and he'll be right there near the chains. We'll wait and see. So he gains maybe a yard on the play. That's all he needed, but it's all about the spot. Did he get enough for the first down? The refs may have to bring out the chains on this one. I think Coach Cole called timeout. He did call timeout. As they'll mark him, and we'll wait and see what they do. They're going to give him the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. Coach Cole calls that timeout.
The gain by Martin is going to be good for a Tonkawa first down.
So 1st and 10, ball spotted 32. 21-21 the score, 1:25 left in the half. Tonkawa has the ball right now in their own territory, so they will still have to go 68 yards in a matter of a minute and 25 if they want to take the lead into the half. Perry will have the ball to begin the second half. Perry's had 4 possessions in this game. As Tonkawa, they like to run the clock. Even though they've thrown it, they still run the clock here. So Perry's had 4 possessions. They scored 3 of those 4. Tonkawa, this is their 5th possession, so they've had 4. This is their 5th. They scored 3 of their 4. This one's pending. Real even game thus far. What's burnt Perry, though, is the play-action pass. Martin, shotgun formation, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Takes a snap, hands off up the center of the field. Big hole. Perry Wilson can't bring him down. Santori Rhodes now tries to get him, and he does. And big gain there by Jake Pelton on into Perry territory down to the 42. So that's a gain of 26 on the play. Santori Rhodes makes the tackle. And now a no huddle. Remember, no timeouts for Tonkawa. Under center's Martin. Martin takes it. He's going to spike it. So they spike it, stop the clock, and now they'll talk it over. Once again, this is where Coach Mike Kirtley at Tonkawa burnt all his timeouts in that first half. I'm sure he wishes he had 1 or 2 right here in this situation.
Well, I tell you, one thing that Perry's going to work on going into halftime is stopping the ball carrier once they make initial contact. Tonkawa they pick up a ton of yardage after contact.
You know, we lied to you coming into this game. We said Martin will run it 75-80% of the time. He's probably ran it only about 30% of the time. He's thrown and handed off. This time he throws under pressure. The ball's hung up in the air, and it's going to be caught. Big hit as that ball was there for the taking, but no, Perry Maroons could get there. And the tall Jonathan Mercer, the senior at 6'3", goes up and gets it. He's hit by Liam Clausen, but not before he's able to gain 10 or 12 yards and get the first down. So Tonkawa looks like they're going to spike it again here, and they do. Man, Martin hummed that one up in the air. It was the shot duck, as we like to call it, and Perry could not get anybody there to make the catch. And, you know, they didn't have that trouble against Kellyville, but they've had that trouble a few times this year. Blackwell and, you know, had the trouble where they just threw it up in the air and Perry never batted it down. So taking advantage there. Martin, shotgun formation. He takes a snap, throws it up again. Santori Rhodes is there in position but can't make the grab. And Mercer goes up and makes the catch in front of Santori Rhodes, and it's a touchdown for the Bucs. 25-yard touchdown catch for Jonathan Mercer. Man, oh man, you hate that one because Santori Rhodes was right there, but Santori didn't go up and make a play on the ball, and Mercer just ran right in front of him and made the catch. Tonkawa looking to go up 7. They did give Perry some time, though, 56 seconds left in the half. Hernandez, who's been 3 for 3 on extra points, his 4th one on the way. It's up, and it is good. Flag on the play, though. So, flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. False start, so that'll back up Hernandez 5 yards. So we'll see if this makes it a little tougher for Hernandez on the kick for the extra point. As Martin, 3 touchdown passes here on the night. 2 to Pelton and 1 to Jonathan Mercer. That last one, 25 yards to Mercer. And now Hernandez backed up 5 yards, extra point on the way again. Snap good, hold good, kick on the way, and let's see if it makes it, and it does. The extra point's good, so the score 28-21. Tonkawa has the lead, but Perry still has 56 seconds to work with, and I think 1 timeout on the board. So Zach, plenty of time. We've seen Perry do this before.
Yeah, this may be where we see Santori Rhodes or Drake Dell streaking down the sidelines. Perry Wilson possibly out there on the island with a little comeback and then throwing deep, because haven't really seen that at all. You know, Dawson Padilla had that 15, 20-yard pass to Drake Dell that went out of bounds, but this 56 seconds, this is where we could see a deep pass.
So 28-21 the score. 56 seconds left in the half. Perry trails Tonkawa here in the first district game of the year. We're at Daniels Field here in Perry.
Number 7, Christian Hernandez, set to kick Tonkawa deep for the Maroons.
As we are awaiting the kick. And Perry will, I promise you, Coach Cole will try to get something before the half with 56 seconds here. Hernandez's kick on the way, fielded by Drake Dell at the 15. Dell up the center. He's got a little bit of a hole, and he's going to get up to the 35-yard line. That's where he's brought down. 52 seconds to work for the Maroons. Mercer on the tackle. He's the one that just had the touchdown catch for 25 yards.
Maroons take over first down and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
So Perry now, their 5th possession. Tonkawa has had 5 possessions. They've scored 4 times. Perry has had 4 possessions, scored 3, but this is the 5th, trying to match Tonkawa going into the halftime locker room. Perry will have the ball to begin the second half. So they'd love to get the tie and have a chance to take the lead after halftime. Flags down on the field. Liam Clausen's going to throw it or catch it on the left side, but there's flags down. Clausen across midfield, but there is a flag down. And I think it's coming back, as it was right as they snapped the ball. So it's either lined up in the neutral zone or it is an illegal formation. We'll wait and see what the official call is from the head referee. Dawson Padilla is waving his arm saying decline it, so I think it might just be against the Tonkawa box. And if that's the catch, you'll give Liam Clausen a nice little gain on the play.
Illegal participation is a call against the defense. Penalty will be declined.
So illegal participation, the call. I think they had a guy maybe run, had a 12th man in the huddle and get off the field in time maybe. So that gets Perry the ball now in Tonkawa territory, so they have plenty of time to get to work here. Gain of around 17 on that last one, so Dawson Padilla takes a snap, drops back, looking to throw, guns it, and it's tipped away. Sam Chambers almost had a play on the tip. As that ball was tipped away by Cameron Green, the safety. Brings up 2nd and 10 with 39 seconds to go here in the half.
Pass broken up by number 7, Christian Hernandez.
So Perry's had a lot of luck with the intermediate routes, but they have had no luck with the deep ball.
Yeah, and with 39 seconds left, I think that's plenty of time, streak across the middle there and try to get out of bounds. If not, you can always hurry up.
And they got the prevent on as they got their safeties out deep. Dawson Padilla rushed this time. He's going to throw it, and that ball is going to bounce short of Sam Chambers. The pressure getting to Dawson Padilla as he rolled out to the right. The pressure was brought on by Carmen Pfluger, the junior. Brings up 3rd and 10. This is the way Tonkawa's playing. I don't know if Perry has the old hook and lateral, but I think you may have an opportunity with it if you'd run something like that. This time Diamond's out to the right side. They'll throw it. Short pass to Clausen. Clausen tries to make a guy miss and does. Now he gets up the field and he goes out of bounds up near the first down marker. He didn't know where the chain was. I think he could have got the first down, but he didn't. He's going to be short about a yard. Remember, the clock stops moving the chain, so you can run it here if you're the Perry Maroons. Is it the 4th and 1 upcoming after a 9-yard gain from Clausen?
Spot the ball at the Tonkawa 37-yard line. 4th down and 1 for the Maroons.
4th and 1 upcoming. Clausen in the backfield. They'll fake the run. Now Padilla is going to throw it. It's going to be caught. Sam Chambers out of the wing, and he's going to have enough for the first down up near the 27-yard line. Gain of 10 on the play. So 22 seconds now for the Perry Maroons, and Coach Cole will call a timeout.
Timeout on the field. Charge to
the McDonald's halftime show coming up. McDonald's, perfect stop before or after Friday Night Football. Really, it's the perfect place to stop anytime. In fact, I stopped today. Had to attend a funeral back home. I made my stop by McDonald's, my way up here to Perry after going to that service. And don't forget, now you can get breakfast all day with McDonald's. Just another way McDonald's is making your experience even better. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Visit your local McDonald's in Perry, Stillwater, and Perkins. 28-21 the score. Tonkawa has the lead. Perry with the ball on the 27-yard line in Tonkawa territory. Just 22 seconds to work. A 1st and 10 upcoming as Coach Cole calls the timeout to get the troops in order, as they'll have a few shots here to get a touchdown and tie this game up before they go into the halftime locker room. And they would love that because Perry will have the ball to begin the second half. And you're so close you can taste it right now. The only thing that's against you is really that time. It's just 22 seconds. So they'll come out, trips out to the right side, one receiver to the left. Dawson Padilla takes it, rolls out to the right side, looking to throw, steps up, throws it, and it's going to be caught and out of bounds. Santoy Rhodes, gain of 8 on the play, up near the 20-yard line. That's a perfect play. Santoy Rhodes gets out of bounds. They burn 6 seconds off the clock. And this is certainly in Padilla's strike zone for a touchdown. Stack receivers to each side. Padilla drops back, looking to throw, throws it, slant route, and the ball's going to be picked off. Up to the left side, Perry's going to bring him down, and 7 seconds to go as Padilla on that slant route. That time, Tonkawa, they were baiting it. They knew it was coming. Martin was the one on the interception. Not sure who tipped it, as the linebacker got back there and tipped it.
It was in and out of the hands of Drake Dell. Just bounced right off of him straight to Rustin Martin.
And that's the worst thing about when you run those intermediate routes and those center routes is if your receiver doesn't get a hand on it, the chances of an interception become bigger and bigger. So Tonkawa, 6 seconds to go. This will be the last play of the half. As I would think Tonkawa is just going to try to take a knee here, and they have their knee formation on, and Martin will take a knee, and Perry will go into the halftime locker room, trailing by 7, but they will have the ball to begin the second half. The McDonald's halftime show, it is coming up, as Zach Lancaster got a chance to sit down with Parker Gottschalk this week. We'll play that for you. We'll get you caught up with what happened in the first half and preview the second half. It's all coming your way here on the McDonald's halftime show. Zach Lancaster, Jordan Woodruff with you. The score 28-21. Perry trails Tonkawa here in the first district game of the year. You're listening to Perry Maroon football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
McDonald's has a great new option on the menu. Now you can choose any 2 from a triple cheeseburger, quarter pounder.
Hey, Jordan, is this Tanner Kime thing in the recording?
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please welcome to the field the Perry Junior Cheerleaders.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric, baby, when I turn it on. Off to my city, off to my home. We're flying up no ceiling.
that is brought to you each week by Ortho, Oklahoma. It's a McDonald's halftime show. And the score here in Perry in the first district game of the year, Perry 21, Tonkawa 28. It was an exciting first half for sure as the Maroons had the lead on a couple occasions, but Tonkawa was able to roar back. We'll get you caught up with what happened in that first half as the Perry Maroon Band getting ready to entertain. Before that, it was the younger cheerleaders, some of the elementary cheerleaders, which is always good for the parents, and full crowd on hand here in Perry tonight for sure. All right, get you caught up. Tonkawa started the game. In the first play, Bailey Burdick had a 1-yard loss on Rustin Martin. After that, they handed off to Pelton for 62 yards. He's able to get the touchdown. Extra point was good from Hernandez. Perry had the quick answer on a 9-play drive as Sam Chambers had a 9-yard touchdown catch. The extra point from Padilla, good. 7-7 after that. Tonkawa gets the ball, 3 and out. Perry takes over just 5 plays. They find the end zone on a 10-yard run from Liam Clausen. Extra point from Padilla was no good, 13-7 at that point. Tonkawa, though, they reclaimed the lead after a 9-play drive. On 4th down, an 8-yard touchdown catch by Anthony Emeyer from Rustin Martin was able to extend the lead after a Christian Hernandez extra point, 14-13. Perry, after that, they answer. They were able to go 10 plays going into the second quarter, and it was a 6-yard touchdown catch by Drake Dell. Extra point, or 2-point conversion was good as Chambers caught that. 21-14 was the score at that point. Tonkawa then, they were able to throw the ball 41 yards downfield and capped it off on 4th down again, a 22-yard touchdown catch by Pelton. That brought the score 21-21 after the extra point. Perry had the ball after that, a 3 and out. Then Tonkawa, they took over, and it was a 25-yard reception by Jonathan Mercer, who jumped in front of Santoy Rhodes to make the catch in the end zone. Extra point for Hernandez, good, 28-21. Perry, with 58 seconds to go, tried to put another score on the board, but they could not get it as Dawson Padilla threw his first pick of the night as Rustin Martin able to grab it after it hit Drake Dell, bounced right to him, and after that, Tonkawa took a knee to go into the halftime locker room. Perry will have the ball to begin the second half, but Sack back and forth half for sure. I think both these teams go into the locker room realizing that there's a couple of things they could do better to maybe make this game go in their favor. So certainly I said a chess match before between Coach Kirtley and Coach Cole. It's been that way, and now the ultimate chess move comes about because the chess moves happen in the halftime locker room in the form of small adjustments.
Well, you look at, Dawson Padilla, and I think he is what you can kind of gauge this offense off of. 21-29, 223 yards, 3 touchdowns and a pick. He's having a great game. Sam Chambers having a great game. Drake Dell's having a great game. The offensive line is outstanding. The one thing that Perry really needs to work on is the secondary. Rustin Martin got lucky on those 3 touchdown passes, just kind of flung him up on that one pass. Should have been intercepted as he's going down, just kind of throws it in the air. So that's one thing that Coach Cole is definitely going to work on is his defensive secondary. And if we've learned anything from this Perry defense, they're really, really good about making those halftime adjustments.
Our Stillwater Medical Center profiler for the Perry Maroons coming up. Zach got a chance to talk to Parker Gottschalk, so that will be coming up here after the break as the Perry Maroon Band out there on the field. We'll take a timeout, and we'll come back and get you with that interview of Parker Gottschalk. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football. The score 28-21 here in Perry on Triple Play Sports Radio.
The Perry Maroon Profiler is up next on the McDonald's Halftime Show after a word from our sponsor.
Are you looking to buy a house, refi your mortgage, or access the equity in your home? First Bank offers a wide variety of mortgage products with the most competitive rates in town. We're dedicated to find a loan that's right for you. Call Lori or Michelle today at 580-336-5562, or you can apply online at bankfbt.com with our convenient mortgage app. Let us make your dream a reality. First Bank and Trust Company, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Integrity, respect, professionalism, and a genuine caring attitude is exactly what you can expect from us at Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are committed to being available to you every step of the way. We know that losing a loved one is never easy, but it's our privilege, responsibility, and our calling to help ease this process as much as possible. We are avid supporters of the Perry Maroons and welcome you to come or stop by. We're located at 1010 North 7th or call us at 580-336-4444. Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are here for you.
No one knows the Pokes like Robert Allen. And Triple Play Sports Radio is your home for the man behind the scenes at Oklahoma State. Join Robert every weekday from 9:30 to 1. Big interviews, Robert's got them. Opinions on sports topics you crave, he's got it covered. Oklahoma State Insight, better double check that one. It's the Robert Allen and Friends Show. Every weekday, only on your home for sports with an orange flavor. Triple Play Sports Radio.
To our neighbors and friends, we come to you today to let you know what's on our hearts. Because you're the reason this is so much more meaningful than a job. And the reason we believe in the power of investing in tomorrow, as well as the power of community. So this is simply thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to move forward and grow, but never lose sight of the roots that connect us. Sincerely, Stillwater Medical.
It's the McDonald's Halftime Show on Triple Play Sports Radio. Now, with your halftime update, here is Zach Lancaster and Jordan Woodruff.
Back in Perry, it's the McDonald's Halftime Show here on Triple Play Sports Radio. The Maroons trail Tonkawa here in Perry, 28-21, as it's been a back-and-forth first half, and you expect the same going into the second half as both coaches will go into the locker room trying to make the small adjustments to put their team over the top. The Perry band out there on the field, and, you know, I never played the horns back when I was in school, but not too many people will say they can play their horns in the bed. And if you look, Perry, their horn section gets to play their horns on the bed. So that's very interesting. So I like it, and they're award-winning, and they put together a great show each and every Friday for the home fans. All right, Parker Gottschalk. Zach got a chance to catch with him as part of our Perry Maroon Profiler. It's brought to you by Stillwater Medical Center. Parker, interesting kid, certainly a country boy. And I tell you, I'm a country boy too, so you're going to love this interview. We're going to play it for you right now. Here's Parker Gottschalk, our Perry Maroon Profiler, brought to you by Stillwater Medical Center here on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Zach Lancaster here with senior offensive and defensive lineman Parker Gottschalk. Parker, with it being your first district game this week, you guys pretty excited about it, or are you going about it just like any other game?
No, this is definitely something that we are going about completely different. You know, we're getting practice pretty upbeat. Where, you know, this is a big game for us.
Hey, since this interview is 6 minutes, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
We're really trying
Sounds
to go
good.
at it pretty hard so we can prove ourselves to the people that believe in us.
What are some of your pregame rituals? Is there anything that you do to get yourself psyched up?
I like to actually be quiet when I'm getting pumped up. That kind of pumps me up, just sitting and being still and just thinking about what I have to do to help my team win the game.
Do you have a go-to album that you listen to?
I don't. I like rock and roll. That's classic rock's what I like to listen to.
Of all the guys on the team, who has the best pregame ritual?
Austin Reyes, he doesn't have a ritual per se, but he always gets everyone pumped up, you know, and he's always our hype man, getting everybody pumped up, slapping people in the head, you know, just getting us ready to play.
Yeah, I talked to Santoy last week and Dawson the week before, and that's what they were saying. You know, Austin is like the more the vocal leader, but all the freshmen and underclassmen really look to you. They look to Santoy, and they look to Dawson, and they look to Austin. Is that what you guys go for, or is it just kind of something that happens?
You know, he's a great leader, and you know he's doing a great job at it right now, and we're doing everyone's really doing a great job. So as long as he keeps that up, and everyone keeps listening and doing their job, and we keep winning, it'll stay that way.
What's the team's goal for this season?
Right now, our goal is to beat Tonkawa, but past that, it is to win districts, it is to be district champions.
What are some of your personal goals for this season?
I would like to try to not allow one or less sacks a game. You know, that would be a really good personal goal.
What about long term? Are you wanting to make All-State, or are you wanting to try to make the Senior Bowl?
I am trying to make All-State. You know, this is my last season here, so I'm trying to go all out, do as good as I can. You know, get all that stuff. That's really my goal, is just to be the best I can.
Do you have goals past high school with football? Are you wanting to try to play at a university?
Yes, I am. Football is my life. I love football, and I would love to continue playing football past high school.
Are you looking at any places, or is anyone looking at you?
I'm really keeping my options open right now. I'll play anywhere that I can. I just want to play football. That's it.
What do you want to do after football? You want to play at a university or a college. What are you wanting to major in? Are you wanting to kind of major in football, stay into coaching, or you want to take a different path?
I'm going to use football to get my degree. I'm just going to get a business degree, but then I'd like to come back to Oklahoma and go to OSU for veterinary medicine.
Who's been your biggest inspiration throughout your playing career? First, we'll go athlete. Like who's the guy that you watch the most, and then we'll go from the personal standpoint. Who's been like your role model outside of football?
I'm a huge J.J. Watt fan, and I look at his work ethic and his toughness and his ability, and he wasn't just a NFL superstar when he was born. He worked at it. I really try to work like him. Take things out of his book and be like him.
And then personally, outside of football, who's been your biggest role model and inspiration, and who pushes you to be the better you?
My mom, without a doubt, is my biggest inspiration. She is the strongest person I know. She is always there for me, always pushing me to be better, always making sacrifices for me to just propel me to that next level.
And other than the Perry, where's one of your favorite places to play on the road? Is it out of district or is it in district?
I love to play at Alva now that they got that turf field. That's probably my favorite out of Perry place to play.
Would that be is Alva your favorite team to play, or do you guys have obviously the rivalry against Blackwell is pretty huge. Is there a particular team that you like to go out there and play just because it's a physical game?
I love to play Blackwell. It's always the most physical game of the year that we'll play, and they are competitors. It's just a really high octane kind of game for us.
Which one of your coaches would have to be your favorite to play for?
There's not really one coach that I like to play for more than any other. I really do like every single one of our coaches and the way they coach, and they're a great team together.
Yeah, feeding off that, with it being Coach Cole's second year, you guys are 3-1. You have one more win than you did last year. Is that part of Coach Cole's system? Talking to the previous guys, all of you guys are buying into it, and you guys seem like you're working harder, you're stronger, you're faster this year. Is that due to Coach Cole's success?
Last year it was a hard year for us, and it always is with a first-year coach. You're getting a feel of him, but now we've grown so close to Coach Cole, and we started working hard and really hey, we're coming out to do this, and that's his philosophy. Just come out, play your hardest, and win. We really buy into that.
What's something that you tell the freshmen and the underclassmen on a daily basis?
I like to tell them, work as hard as you can, because you never know when you're going out on that field. You never know when someone may get injured, or you just never know when you need to step up and you need to be a leader, even as a freshman.
And then knowing what you know now, what would you tell yourself as a sixth grader coming into middle school, or as a freshman coming into high school?
I would say, work as hard as you can. Don't ever stop striving, trying to be the best. Because there's always someone better than you, and you always need to work.
All right, thanks, appreciate it. That was senior lineman Parker Gottschalk. Now, Jordan, back up to you.
Thank you, Zach. And our Perry Profiler, brought to you each week by Stillwater Medical Center. The score, 28-21. Perry on their home field trailing to the Tonkawa Bucks in the first district game of the year. We're going to get you caught up with some scores here in a bit. We're not going to do it from the studio. We're going to do it from here at the booth, because we got Levi Peckinpah, who's actually a Pawnee guy, but Pawnee's not in Perry's district anymore, so it's okay, Levi. He's helping us out tonight as Tim's back in the studio, and we don't want to throw Tim in the fire just yet doing the score updates. Kate will be back next week, so we'll have some updates coming up after the break for from here in the booth. Once again, the score here in Perry, 28-21. Tonkawa with the lead, but Perry will have the ball to begin the second half. We'll be back after this. You've been listening to the McDonald's Halftime Show here on Triple Play Sports Radio.
The second half kick is on the way. Stay tuned for second half action on Triple Play Sports Radio.
McDonald's is serving breakfast all day. Those great tasting breakfast items you love at 7 in the morning are now available at 7 at night as well. Egg McMuffins, fruit and yogurt parfait, oatmeal, hot cakes, and of course hash browns. Available when you want it at McDonald's. 2 locations in Stillwater, also available in Perkins, Perry, and the Turnpike location. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Personal services and discounts up to 40%. No wonder more drivers trust State Farm Insurance. And your agent in Perry is Cheryl Mandeville. Give Cheryl a call today and check with her on your home, car, health, life insurance, and more. She will steer you in the right direction. Cheryl Mandeville, State Farm Insurance, located at 405 Fur Avenue in Perry, or call 580-336-2110.
We're the Perry High School cheerleaders. You're listening to Perry Maroon football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Second half kick about 3 minutes away. Here in Perry, the Perry Maroons will have the ball to begin the second half. The score 28-21. The Maroons trail the Tonkawa Bucks. All right, I want to get you caught up with some of the scores. First off, District 2A1. This is the only game tonight in District 2A1 as far as competitive is concerned, because Hennessy is up on Alva right now 35-6, and Newkirk is down to Chisholm 6-42. Now, also want to get some of our area schools, and once again, for all you area high school football fans, we have our area high school football show every Friday at 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, where we talk to different coaches, have reports from each one of the schools that we cover, the 5 schools that we cover: Perkins, Morrison, Stillwater, Pawnee, and of course Perry. Perkins trailing up 48-0 on Chandler right now. They're getting their job done. This is the surprising one of the night. Morrison right now at the half up 14-6 against Cashion. Cashion, one of the top teams in Class A in the state, and Morrison with a lead, they can run clock with Coach Corey Bells. They are getting some work done tonight. We'll see if that can hold out, and that's one I'm highly interested in. Stillwater thought they would be able to maybe get some separation this week. They really won the games that you didn't think they would, and then they've struggled in the game that you thought they'd win. Well, they're struggling tonight, 14-14, as they're hosting Deer Creek. Cushing up 6-0 on Okmulgee. That's a heck of a game going on at Okmulgee right now. And then Guthrie, that one's final, I think, from last night, 17-7 is Carl Albert won that one. And then Stillwater, just to remind you, their team next week they're going to play is Putnam City. The score 14-10 at the half. Putnam City up in that one over Enid. So once again, the district scores. Perry's opponent next week will be Newkirk. Newkirk down to Chisholm 6-42 at the half. All right, Zach. Minute adjustments. That's all it is. For Perry, it's going to be stop the play action pass, but you still got to have contain on Rustin Martin and the running game that Tonkawa throws at you. If you're Coach Kirtley and Tonkawa, you got to find a way to maybe get an interception or stop or get some hands up on the intermediate routes. That's kind of where it's at right now. This game's pretty even though it's 28-21, Tonkawa over the edge. The game's been even thus far.
Well, yeah, and if you look at our keys to the game, it was physicality, containing Rustin Martin, and then our receivers getting hot besides Santoy. And so far, they've done all that. They've been able to contain Rustin Martin, running the ball rather. The offensive and defensive line has done a really good job protecting Dawson Medea and getting into the backfield against Tonkawa, and the receivers have been fantastic. But they have to work on the play action. I think that's huge because it's burned them 3 times for touchdowns tonight. But other than that, they've done a pretty good job.
Yeah, Pelton and Einmeyer have been able, Einmeyer from the tight end, Pelton out of the backfield, get loose on 4th down of all things, where it was pretty obvious passing, right? That's when they got loose and are able to score on Perry. So think about this. If Perry stops them twice on that 4th down, we're looking at a game that is setting right now at 21-14 at the half, and Perry's going to have the football. So Perry, though, will try to answer right here and then see if they can make those small adjustments against Tonkawa. But I can promise you, Coach Kirtley and Tonkawa, they'll make some adjustments as well. So Perry will have the football here to begin this second half as the fans up, trying to cheer on the Maroons. as second half action just moments away. And Perry will be going from left to right as we look at it. And that will be from north to south on the radio dial. All right, Zach, big possession here, I think.
Yeah, they have to come out, and they need to strike first. They can't turn the ball over and get a defensive stop and then score. I think they have to score on this opening drive just to tie it up, and then that'll fire up the defense.
Perry has not had any trouble moving the ball. Remember, it was late there when they had to kind of force the issue with just 20 seconds to go in this first half. Dawson Padilla threw an interception on a slant route. Drake Dale couldn't get it. It was tipped up, and then Martin able to get an interception. But Perry has had no trouble driving the football here in this one tonight. Cheryl Mandeville with State Farm Insurance, and remember, State Farm is the nation's #1 insurer. They have got there with the service you can expect and the value you can trust. Start an insurance relationship with your local agent, Cheryl Mandeville, today. Like a good agent, Cheryl Mandeville, she'll be there. Visit her State Farm office at 405 Fur Avenue in Perry and see the difference. Santoy Rose, Drake Dale set to return. Christian Hernandez set to kick off, and the kick is on the way, and it's to Drake Dale at the 20. And they're going to reverse it, pitch it to Santoy Rose, but it looks like Tonkawa was right there. But Santoy, he's bouncing around, making the most out of it as he's up to the 30-yard line. That is where Perry will take over the first possession of the second half.
You know, I like that. It worked. You know, they didn't turn the ball over, able to pick up an extra 5 or 10 yards. And I don't know if Tonkawa knew that Drake Dale was streaking back across that side of the field. I think if he could have kept it, if he would have kept it, he probably could have been gone. But they didn't, they didn't bite on it. They just stayed at home.
Yeah, good job at Tonkawa staying at home there on a little trickery from Coach Cole. Trips out to the left side. Drake Dale all alone to the right. They're going to hand off to Clausen. Clausen, big hole, puts his shoulder down, and he's going to gain right around 4 or 5 yards up to the 35-yard line. Linton on the tackle. Give him a gain of 4. That'll be bring up a 2nd and 6.
4-yard gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 6 for the Maroons.
So a nice little run. Starts second half from Liam Clausen. Gains 4. Keeps that Tonkawa defense a little honest. Trips out to the left side for Padilla. One receiver to the right. Padilla takes a snap. Pump fakes. Now he's going to throw it back over to Santoy Rhodes. Santoy Rhodes catches it, streaks up the center, up to the left hash, and he'll have enough for the first down on up to the 46-yard line, giving a game of 11, and that'll move the chains for the Maroons.
Well, and Santoy, he's the smallest receiver out there, but he's better than almost anyone in getting hit. He gets hit, and then he's able to squirt through a little bit and pick up an extra 3 or 4 yards after contact.
They got that diamond bunch formation out to the right side. One receiver to the left, Padilla, empty backfield. Dawson takes the snap, drops back. Good blocking. Now he's going to roll around to his right side. Looking to throw. Throws it back across his body to Liam Clausen. Liam Clausen makes the catch and gains about 5 yards. As that was a good job by Dawson Padilla. You don't like throwing it back across your body, and Dawson was a little hesitant on that, but it really wasn't a throw as much as it was kind of just a little flip to Liam Clausen to gain 5 yards.
2nd down and 5 for Perry.
This time they go to that split diamond out to the left. Drake Dell alone to the right. Padilla, empty backfield. The offensive line for Perry has been excellent so far here tonight. Padilla takes it. Quarterback draw. Padilla, nice little hole around the left side. He'll be up near the first down marker, gets a push, and he'll be just short a yard of the first down. Gain of 4 on the play. Yeah, it's the first time we've seen the quarterback draw tonight from Dawson Padilla.
That's a good solid pickup, too, on 2nd down.
3rd down and 1 for the Maroons.
3rd and 1 upcoming. This will most certainly be 4-down territory for the Maroons. They'll go for it on 4th down if they don't get it. So they have the split diamond to the left. Drake Dell alone to the right. Drake Dell may have a slant if he sees it here. He will go a slant. They'll throw it to him, and Padilla hit hard as he throws. And it's incomplete. Dell had a step on the slant, but Tad Linton blitzed, and he was untouched and hit Dawson Padilla right there in the midsection, and Padilla gets up. So a 4th and 1 upcoming after the incomplete pass. Clausen has been effective in these situations. We'll see if they hand it off to him here. They will. Nope. Padilla going to keep it around the left side. He's got a hole, gets a block, and now we're going to have a block in the back, I think, and that's going to bring it back. That would have been a first down, but I think there's a block in the back around the left side by Perry Wilson. He's putting his arms out. What? And I think it's going to be a block in the back. We'll wait and see what the official call is, but I think it's going to knock Perry back. As the official waves it in, holding is the call. And that'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. And backs up Perry 10 yards, and they're going to send the punt team in. So it would have been a first down on a 4th and 1, Padilla with the keeper, but a holding on the outside by Perry Wilson. Backs it up, makes it 4th and 7, and Dawson Padilla is going to try to pin the Bucks deep here. Perry leads 28-21 with 9:42 left here in the third quarter. Padilla takes it, no pressure, and he's going to throw it. Throws it wide open. That's Connor Williams up the left side to the 20, to the 15. One got to beat, puts his shoulder down, dives in. Is he in? He's just short of the goal line. He's down to the 1 as Dawson Padilla on the fake punt hits Connor Williams, and he streaks up the field for a huge gain of 50 yards down to the 1.
2 trick plays there on the opening drive. Fantastic. And you could kind of tell something was up because Dawson was only about 6 or 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
So fake punt gains 50 and puts the Maroons in a great situation here. First and goal from the 1-yard line. I thought Williams got in, but there wasn't really a ref there on the goal line. It was close. Now Perry will have 4 opportunities to punch it in here. Clausen in the backfield. Padilla shotgun formation. Hard count. He's going to quarterback draw. Padilla will walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Perry Maroons. And they're 1 extra point away from tying this one up. So the extra point upcoming for the Maroons to try to tie this one up as a 50-yard fake punt. Dawson Padilla. It's nice when your quarterback's the punter. Throws it to Connor Williams, who was wide open, and he scampers 50 yards to the 1, and Padilla then punches it in, and that's the extra point, and it's no good. It's going to go wide left.
Extra point attempt is no good.
So Perry will trail 28-27 after the touchdown set up by the fake punt as Connor Williams able to make a 50-yard catch. We'll take a timeout. The score 28-27. Tonkawa with the lead. Perry to kick off when we come back here on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Get comfortable and stay protected in a rugged pair of Justin original work boots from the Cowboy Travel Plaza at the corner of I-35 and Highway 51. Justin original work boots have been providing comfort and safety since 1879. The Cowboy Travel Plaza is your headquarters for Justin original work boots. Come on out to the Cowboy Travel Plaza, the home of boots and barbecue. Take exit 174 on Interstate 35, Highway 51, just west of Stillwater.
Now, back to Zach Lancaster and Jordan Woodruff with the call of Perry Maroon football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
And Perry does exactly what they needed to do to start the second half, as it was a 4th down and 7, a 50-yard catch by Connor Williams up the left side on the fake punt on the throw from Dawson Padilla. Set up a 1-yard quarterback draw. Dawson Padilla gets into the end zone. Now Dawson Padilla set to kick off as Perry trails 27-28 after the extra point was no good. Short kick around the right side. Jake Pelton on the reception on the kick, and he'll get up to the 39-yard line. That's where Tonkawa will take over.
Tackle made by number 88, Wyatt Boyd.
So Wyatt Boyd on the tackle, and we'll see if Perry made a few small adjustments in the halftime locker room and see if they can get Tonkawa off the field, as Perry only able to do so once so far here in this game tonight. Tonkawa has had the ball 6 times. One was with 6 seconds left. They just ran out the clock taking a knee. The other time they didn't get a touchdown. It was a 3 and out. It's been the pass that's hurt the Perry Maroons here tonight, though. Rustin Martin, he'll sweep it around to the right side. Lots of guys there, and they're going to bring him down. Martin's able to gain maybe a yard, and that is it. So Perry, a good job swarming the athletic quarterback of Tonkawa, Rustin Martin. Hartwig in there on the tackle, 2nd and 9 upcoming.
62, Briar Chapin.
9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The score 28-27. Tonkawa with the lead, and they have the ball at the 40. 2nd and 9 upcoming. And Tonkawa just taking their time. The play clock just now starts, so. And that's Coach Kirtley. He runs the clock, that's for sure, and he's been effective at it over his career. So now we're going to have a flag on the field. It's going to be a false start as Tonkawa tried to shift their offense from left to right. And they're allowed to do that, but I think somebody on the line flinched just a little bit. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty, and that'll make it now a 2nd and 14.
And that penalty right there, that's big. Big for this Perry defense. They have that big stop there on 1st down. Let's see if they can capitalize on this penalty.
I think they need to watch the play action, Zach. I think an interception's right for the taking on a play action sometime soon.
Well, and I tell you, Santoy, he's not going to stand idle by like he did against that touchdown pass. He's going to go after, and he's going to hawk that ball.
I'm smelling an interception. Rustin Martin has thrown it up there for grabs. His guys have been able to come down with it. We'll see if Perry can come down with it here soon. So once again, they shift their guys from left to right. 2 lead blockers to the right. It's going to be a quarterback sweep for Martin. Martin around the right side, met in the backfield and brought down. As Martin brought down Jansen, Hartwig, and Liam Clausen in there on the tackle. No gain on the play. Actually, a loss of a yard brings up 3rd and 15. So, Zach, these are the times you have to get off the field. You have to get off the field here.
Yeah, and this right here, I think, is where you're going to see that play action. You're either going to see a play action or a fake around the end, and I guarantee you they probably won't give up another play action tonight.
So shotgun formation, 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left for Rustin Martin. Takes a snap, drops back, looking to throw, throws the post route. He's got a guy, and it's going to be flipped and then caught on the tip. What a play.
Martin's pass deflected and complete to number 30.
Wow.
Ingmeyer.
Mercer was there. He tipped it, and then Ingmeyer, a hit from Perry, knocked the ball up, and Ingmeyer able to grab it.
The ball at the Maroon 34-yard
Once again, the ball was up for grabs, and Perry just not there. But they made the hit, but 2 guys kind of running a post route, and Ingmeyer was there to make the spectacular da-da-da type catch. That's a Sports Center thing, people. That was certainly one there. Perry did almost everything right and still couldn't get off the field on 3rd down.
Oh, yeah. Had a huge hit, knocked the ball loose. Ingmeyer was just at the right place at the right time.
So now in Perry territory down to the 34. Fake. Martin with it. Big hole. He's going to be tackled. Gains good yardage. Perry Wilson on the tackle, but a gain of 7 on the play. So 2nd and 3 upcoming.
Spot the ball at the Perry 27-yard line.
As if you're a coach,
2nd down and 3
you're Coach Cole, you're like, man, which I think Perry's got to go up and get that ball. But still, you feel like, man, we made the hit. We did what we needed to get off the field, and we just couldn't do it. And that's also big for a team, too. So we'll see how Perry responds here. 2nd and 3 upcoming. This time a handoff. Pelton will have enough for the 1st down. Gain of around 4. Up to the 23. Tanner Kine brings him down. So 1st and 10 now for the Bucks of Tonkawa.
1st down, Tonkawa.
And Perry, they need to step up. You know, they had a couple of great stops there. Tonkawa got really lucky on that tipped pass. It almost seems like it took the air out of Perry. They need to step back up here and start playing some better defense.
You know, Austin Reyes has been somewhat quiet tonight, too. It'd be nice to see him get in the plays here because he brings some emotion when he does. Rustin Martin will take off this time up to around the left side, and he's going to be tackled. A great job in pursuit and a great tackle in the open field from Perry Wilson, the sophomore. No gain on the play. Perry Wilson. That's a big boy play there.
Yeah, it was. Because I think if Martin gets that edge, he's able to pick up 6-7 yards and get out of bounds.
So 2nd and 10 upcoming. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. 28-27 the score. Tonkawa has the 1-point edge here in Perry. 2 to the right. One to the left. They send tight end in motion left to right. Now Martin's going to keep it around the right side, and he is met by the second level of the Maroons. The Maroons have been excellent on the quarterback run up the center of the field tonight. Just a gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 8. Blaze Hurlinger in there on the tackle. Parker Gottschalk there. Kind of to seal the deal. So another 3rd down. See if Perry can get off the field. 3rd and around 8. 4:50 now left in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun formation for Martin. He's got a wing back to the left, receiver to each side. Takes a snap, drops back to throw, rolls around the right side. Pressure from Tanner Kine. The ball's thrown up, and it's caught. As Coach Cole discussed it, I mean, he just knows that that ball is ready to be picked off, and nobody is making a play on the ball. You got to give credit to Rustin Martin. He is not a thrower. We said that early in the game. And the throws haven't been great, but they've been good enough to burn Perry. So now after a gain of just only 5 yards, it'll bring up a, check that, gain of 11. Brings up a 1st and goal from the 7-yard line for the Bucs. Martin, shotgun formation, 2 to the receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Back to his right. It's Pelton. He'll hand off to Pelton. Pelton's going to be met in the backfield and brought down. As on the tackle by Briar Chafin, the sophomore, 6'2", 275. 1 yard loss takes him back to the 8, 2nd and goal. Good to see Chafin, the sophomore, get in on the action. Perry's defensive front been excellent tonight, but it has been the pass of Tonkawa that has hurt. Shotgun formation. Tight end to the left. Fakes the handoff. Martin now drives up, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. That's going to be Sam Chambers out of the defensive end spot making the tackle. Say no gain on the play. So brings up 3rd and goal from the 8.
That's a big stop for Sam Chambers getting through the line and wrapping him up, because this close to the goal line, he's been pretty slippery.
Tonkawa has 3 third down conversions so far on this drive. And now it looks like they're going to talk it over. As ref blows it dead, I'm not sure what for, as he's now talking to some of the Tonkawa Buck players. As he whistled it dead and then goes straight to the huddle. And now looks like we're ready to go. 3:12 left here in the quarter. We're in the 3rd, 28-27 the score. Tonkawa with the 1-point lead. It's 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line. 2 backs to the left, immediately left to Rustin Martin. He's got it back in the backfield. Hampton, the play action, rolls around to the right side. Pressure coming, throws it, and that ball is going to be caught at the 1-yard line. His feet were in, but he did not have the ball across the line, so they're going to mark him down at the 1. So now a 4th and goal from the 1 upcoming after an 8-yard pass play.
1-yard line. It's 4th down.
And Sack, this is the kind of play here because Perry has done a lot of great things in this drive. And Tonkawa has just made a few plays here and there. If they could stop him here, that would swing momentum right back to Perry. If Tonkawa scores here, Perry's defense has to be like, we've done everything we could and we still couldn't get off the field. Tight formation. Martin set to take the snap. Fakes it. Runs. And he'll be short of the goal line. Short of the goal line. Did not get it. Perry with the goal line stand. Austin Ray is in there. Now he's coming to the sideline, waving everybody on. The Perry Maroons make a big goal line stand. Hear the fans cheering on that defense, and now Perry will try to go 99 yards down the field for the score.
If anyone can do it, it's Perry. It's Dawson Badia, Santoy Rhodes. I tell you, it almost seemed like Rustin Martin wasn't aware of where the goal line was because he started a little short and just kind of fell down behind the line.
So big goal line stand for Perry. Ball on the 1-yard line now. Dawson Badia He's going to hand it off. Clausen, a nice hole. Bounces around the left side. He's got breathing room and more. Up past the chains to the 11-yard line. Liam Clausen takes the handoff, gets himself 11 yards, and up gets it down to the 12. Cameron Green on the tackle. So Perry now has their breathing room and, more importantly, move the chains. And Perry is excited. The fans excited. The sideline excited. The players on the field excited. They got a chance to take the lead on this possession. Shotgun formation, Padilla. Trips out to the right side. Takes a snap. Hands off to Clausen. Clausen rolls forward. Up near the 15-yard line. He's going to gain about 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 7.
So 2nd and 7 for the Maroons. Trips out to the right for Padilla. Single receiver out to the left. Ball on the left hash. Padilla takes a snap. Rolls around the right side looking to throw. Now he'll gun it in there. That's a dangerous pass. Tried to hit Sam Chambers, but wonderful defense there by Jaden Meyer, a sophomore in there breaking the pass up. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, that one was just a little too tight. Dawson able to fire the ball in there. Great defense. But you also had Drake Dale streaking down the sideline.
See, I almost think Drake Dale should kind of just go nonchalantly, just kind of be slow, like he's turning for the ball, and then just speed up and have Padilla hit him deep. Wouldn't be quite a stop and go. Be kind of like a slow and go. Now Padilla, plenty of time. He's going to have to be flushed out. Throws it. He's got Drake Dale, and that ball is going to be dropped by Jonathan Mercer on the interception. He tried to hit Drake Dale, streaking, kind of tracing Dawson Padilla, but he can't. Jonathan Mercer had a chance for the pick, couldn't bring it down, so the incompletion brings up a 4th and 7, and Perry will probably have to punt this one away.
Well, Drake Dale gets there if he wasn't held up in the center of the field. That's the 2nd or 3rd time that Drake Dale's kind of got held up in the center of the field. It just wasn't called.
I got a feeling that they'll be looking for that fake punt this time. Last time, Perry able to burn him on a 50-yard fake punt catch by Connor Williams. This time they got him covered out there. So Padilla set the punt. Send Crow in motion from left to right at the wing. Padilla, kick on the way. It's a nice kick again. It'll take a bounce at the 45 and all the way down to the 32. That's where Tonkawa will take it over. So Perry has to punt, but a big goal line stand gives their defense some momentum. And Perry trails 28-27 with 1:36 left here in this 3rd quarter. Zach, even though the offense couldn't get they started at the 1, couldn't get down the field, Perry's defense has to be reinvigorated after a goal line stand.
Yeah, you'd have to think. The offense kind of stalled out, but that massive goal line stop there on the 1 fires the defense right up. And Austin Reyes, hopefully that was the spark to kind of get his motor going, and hopefully he can come up with some big plays during this drive.
Shotgun formation for Martin. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Pelton. Pelton tries to get the edge. Santoy Rhodes is there to bring him out of bounds. So short gain on the play, just about maybe 2 yards.
Run out of bounds by number 5, Austin Reyes.
As Reyes there, but Santoy Rhodes was there kind of at the low. Actually, just give him a gain of 1, so it's going to be in a 2nd and 9. (28-27) the score. Perry trails Tonkawa. We're here in Perry at Daniels Field. Tonkawa with the ball at the 33, 2nd and 9 upcoming. Martin, shotgun formation, fakes the handoff, runs it now, right side, big hole. He's got some room. He's brought down probably a touchdown-saving tackle from Perry Wilson, who comes up a little limp on that right ankle. So a gain of right around 12 on the play, moves the chains. Rustin Martin, kind of rare for him to get loose up the center of the field, finally does that time. Curtly, it's a 1-point lead. It's not safe by any means, but he's just milking that clock.
Yeah, and I think that's really throwing this Perry defense off, as they're not used to such a slow-running offense.
Shotgun formation to the right, 1 to the left. Martin now going to throw. Throws the slant route. It's caught. Juke move and brought down after a 7-yard gain.
Martin's pass complete to number
As
7.
Blaze Hurlinger on the tackle. Christian Hernandez on the catch. Gain of 6 on the play.
Hurlinger
So once again, Tonkawa, they don't throw the ball a lot. Tonight they have thrown the ball effectively.
Well, in that first half, they kind of got lucky on a few of them, but ever since the start of the second half, he's starting to kind of get a little bit more accuracy.
2nd and 4 upcoming, shotgun formation, 2 receivers to right, 1 to the left for Martin. Sends the tight end from left to right, that's Meyer. Martin takes a snap. He's going to take off this time, right side, and he's going to drive forward for 3 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Still not bad defense. Austin Ray is there on the tackle. 3rd and 1 upcoming. Ball on the 46 in Perry territory. It looks like Tonkawa is just going to let the quarter end. So 4th quarter, here we come, and we got a dandy. We've had quite a few dandies this year with the Perry Maroons. The score 28-27. Tonkawa with a 1-point edge. They have the ball in Perry territory. A 3rd and 1 upcoming as we go to the 4th quarter next. Zach Lancaster, Jordan Woodruff with you. This is Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Hey Maroon fans, are you looking for a great dentist? Look no further than Custom Dental and Dr. Dewhurst and let your fear disappear. Have you heard about the Maroon Fan Special? Be one of the first 10 callers and take advantage of our Let's Get Acquainted appointment and get $100 off any new dental services found needed by Dr. Dewhurst. This Let's Get Acquainted appointment includes exams, x-rays, and a private consultation for only $38. Don't wait. Call 336-2310 right now and tell our team you want the Perry Maroon Fan Special. Go Maroons, go!
We're the Perry Maroon Football Managers. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
As we begin the 4th quarter, the score 28-27. Perry trails Tonkawa by just 1 point in a game that has been a blast to call. A dandy of a game. All the players leaving it all out there on the field. Perry, that last possession, had a goal line stand. This time, it's a 3rd and 1 upcoming from the 46 in Perry territory for the Tonkawa Bucks. So Perry stopped him before. Let's see if they can stop him again on a 3rd and 1. 1 receiver left side. 2 basically blockers there on the right, just next to Martin. 1 back behind him. Martin takes it around the right side. He'll have enough for the first down. Clausen will bring him down up near the 41. So needed a yard, gets 5. Rustin Martin moves the chains for the Tonkawa Bucks up to the 41. So they'll spot him actually at the 40. And Tonkawa just taking their sweet time. That's what they do. They're milking the clock because they know if they can score here. They took over with 1 minute 36 left in the 3rd quarter. If they can milk the clock here, milk about 6-7 minutes, get a lead, that puts a lot of pressure on Perry. Shotgun formation, Martin will throw it this time, and that was short-armed and incomplete. So they tried to go to the air and try to get Jonathan Mercer, the 6'3", 150 senior, but the ball was short-armed by Martin. As we said, he's not a great throwing quarterback, more of a running quarterback, but he has thrown well enough tonight to really hurt the Maroons.
Yeah, and Bailey Burdick, Tanner Kime, they were in the face of Rustin Martin, so I don't necessarily blame him for kind of short-arming that, trying to avoid a hit.
Shotgun formation. Rustin Martin, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, takes the snap, hands off to Pelton. Pelton now met in the backfield, and it was Blaze Herliner in there at the ankles. You can tell he's a wrestler because he goes down for the takedown, right?
Yeah. grabbed the hips, slid all the way down, and hung on to those ankles for dear life.
And he rolls with it, too. The gator tackle, as they like to call it. That's a loss of 1. Blaze Herliner, a tackle for loss, brings up a 3rd and 11 for the Tonkawa Bucks. And Perry has had trouble getting off the field on 3rd down. We'll see if they can do it here. Those 2 lead blockers to the right of Martin. It's Hampton in the backfield. They'll move Hampton up to the right side. Now they're going to throw it to Hampton, run it to Hampton, misdirection. Hampton will not have it up for the first down. I think the ball's on the ground. The ball's on the ground. We'll wait and see if the Perry Maroons have it, and they do! The Perry Maroons get a fumble recovery as it looked like it was Blaine Douglas in there on the recovery. Liam Clausen was excited. It may have been him with a hit, and the Perry Maroons will take over after the fumble from Tonkawa.
That turnover is exactly what this Perry offense needs to get hot.
And the Perry defense, last 2 possessions, a goal line stand and a forced fumble. Trips out to the left side for the Perry offense now. Ball on the 37, 1st and 10. Padilla, shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Fakes it to Clausen, rolls around the right side. He's got some room, cuts back up the center of the field, up to the 40, up to the 35, cuts back to the 30, to the 25-yard line. Dawson Padilla, a nice fat gain there, giving 38 yards on the carry, all the way down to the 25-yard line. So big gain from Dawson Padilla down to the 24. Gain of 35. Shotgun formation. Dawson Padilla this time trips out to the right side. He'll hand off to Clausen. Big hole up the middle. Clausen cuts it back. Around the left side. Runs over a defender down to the 12-yard line. Liam Clausen. He goes, I don't touch the ball often, but when I do, watch out.
Oh, he puts that shoulder down. He just bulldozes over defenders. He's done it about 5 or 6 times so far this season.
Gain of 12 to the 12. 1st and 10 for the Perry Maroons in Tonkawa territory. Trips out to the right side for Padilla. Perry Wilson all alone to the left. Fakes this time. What a great step by Dawson Padilla. Now he tries to get some room. Cuts back in. Dives forward down to the 7-yard line. Gain of right around 5. Dawson Padilla had some moves there, that's for sure. Pfluger brings him down, but Dawson Padilla made about 3 guys miss to gain 5 yards.
Well, and that was a solid fake handoff. The defense bid on it, didn't know that Dawson still had the ball. Dawson able to, once they figured out Dawson able to put that juke move on him, pick up about 7 yards.
2 receivers each side. They got that stack formation. They've had success with slants out of this tonight. Padilla takes the shotgun snap, rolls around the right side. He'll throw it Santori Rhodes, and that ball's going to be incomplete. I think Dawson should have just ran off with that one around the right side on the boot.
That's what I was saying. I mean, he had about 10 yards on the defender. He just keeps it around that right end. He scampers into the end zone.
So a 3rd and 5 upcoming for the Maroons. Ball on the 7-yard line. They can still get a first down. 9:32 in the 4th quarter, 28-27 the score. Tonkawa with the edge. Perry is knocking on the door. Trips out to the right side, Padilla. Clausen in the backfield to the left. Perry Wilson alone to the left side. They're going to run at Padilla. Padilla's got a little room around the left side, and he's brought down. He stretched it out. He probably should have put his shoulder down and cut up, and that's going to bring a 4th down after a loss of maybe 1. I thought he had a hole there, but he kind of just extended the play outside and loses a yard, and he's going to bring up a 4th and 6. Big 4th down here for the Maroons. They trail 28-27.
This right here is more pivotal than that 1-yard goal line stop that the defense got earlier in the quarter.
Trips out to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Clausen in the backfield. Padilla draws back, and we have a flag down, it appears. Looks like it's going to be timeout. Thought it was a flag, but a timeout by Mike Kirtley and Tonkawa. We'll take a timeout, too. The score 28-27. Perry, a big 4th down coming up as they're inside the 10. 8:55 to go. It's Perry Maroon football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
McDonald's is serving breakfast all day. Those great tasting breakfast items you love at 7 in the morning are now available at 7 at night as well. Egg McMuffins, fruit and yogurt parfait, oatmeal, hot cakes, and of course hash browns. Available when you want it at McDonald's. 2 locations in Stillwater, also available in Perkins, Perry, and the Turnpike location. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
It's where hometown legends are made. It's Perry Maroon football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Hometown legends are made on a Friday night in high school football, and Perry or Tonkawa, somebody's going to be a hometown legend in this tight game here, 28-27 with 8:55 left. Perry trails by 1. They have a 4th and 6 upcoming with the ball spotted at the 8-yard line in Tonkawa territory. As Mike Kirtley called that timeout. Sack, what do you run here if you're Perry?
I don't know, because Dawson tried to keep it around the end, got stopped. Great pass defense here. You might just hand it off up the middle.
They got Dell and Santoy on the right side. Chambers and Wilson split out to the left. It's that stack formation, but he draws back looking to throw. It's a corner route. Santoy Rhodes, he goes, he dives. Did he get it? No, but it's incomplete. So the Perry Maroons will turn it over on down. Santoy Rhodes, it hit him in the hands. He dove, made a great effort, but could not come down with it. So the incomplete pass results in a turnover on downs for the Maroons, and Tonkawa will take over with 8:49 left here in the game at the 8-yard line after the 4th down, no-go for Perry. And they ran a post with Dell and a corner with Santoy Rhodes, and that's kind of what I was looking at over there, and it was double coverage on Santoy. Dawson Padilla threw a good pass. Only Santoy had a chance at it, but still Santoy could not dive and complete the catch.
Yeah, Tonkawa, they've done a really good job tonight defending Santoy.
So Tonkawa takes over. Perry needs a stop. Shotgun formation, Martin. He'll hand it off, and Perry's right there to meet him. The defensive line leads the charge. Good job by the Maroons. As a whole host of Maroons in there on the tackle. Hartwig was in there. Also in there was Noah Hinkle, as Hampton was the ball carrier, only gains about 2 on the play.
Two-yard gain on the play.
Tonkawa taking the clock down. You expect that here. 8:15 left to go here in the ball game. Perry trails by 1, 27-28. A 2nd and 8 upcoming from the 10. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Martin fakes the handoff. Now he'll run, puts his shoulder down, and gets good yardage. He won't have enough for the first down, but he's able to gain right around 6 yards, and that will bring up a 3rd and 2 now for the Bucks. So 3rd and 2 coming up for Tonkawa. Perry has made big stops in this 4th quarter. Can they get another one here? If they do, they'll give their offense probably pretty good field position. Shotgun formation for Martin. Pelton's in the backfield to his left. Martin takes it, rolls around the left side. He's got a little space, and he will have enough for the first down, and he'll be up near the 25-yard line. So nice gain by Martin there, and that'll move the change for the Tonkawa Bucks.
Spot the ball at the Tonkawa 22-yard line.
So they spot at the 22, and he'll gain right around 6 on the play. That's enough to move the change for the Bucks, as they continue to milk the precious clock. Perry down by 1, 28-27, 7:20 left here in the game. Tonkawa with the ball at the 22-yard line. They're in their own territory. Still got to go 68 yards for a score, which would almost be a dagger. Handoff up the middle to Pelton. Pelton gains about 3 yards up near the 25.
Nice stop there by Perry's defense. Pelton, if he breaks that, I mean, if he's not gone, he's going to pick up 20, 30 yards.
So right here, you need great defensive line play. Stuff some holes, then linebackers filling in. I don't think Tonkawa will put it in the air. They've had success, though, doing it tonight with play action. Martin will take it around the left side. Breaks one tackle, but can't break the next. And he is able to squeeze out of there. I thought he was wrapped up by the ankles, but he's able to squeeze out and gain a couple of yards. That's it, though. Gain tackle. They needed it. So now a 3rd and 4 upcoming for the Tonkawa Bucks. Big play here. Perry's got a chance to get off the field. Their defense has been outstanding here in the second half. Tonkawa has not scored here in this second half. They went into the locker room with a 28-21 lead. The score now 28-27. They still lead by 1 over Perry. In the first district game of the year, Martin fakes it this time. He'll try to roll around the left side, and he's going to be out of bounds, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Perry Maroons hold strong.
You know, he might have lost a yard on that run.
I think he did lose a yard, so that'll bring up a 4th and 5 now for the Tonkawa Bucks, and that's going to be a punting situation. As Santoy Rhodes will set back to receive the punt. You just don't want a drop here. You don't want a penalty. I don't think Coach Cole will try to rush the punter either. So Santoy Rhodes set to receive. He's got his foot on the 45. Mercer set the punt. Kick on the way. It's a high kick. This is hot. You got to get guys away from this as they'll take a nice Tonkawa bounce into Perry territory down to the 49-yard line. So that's where Perry will take over after the punt. With plenty of time left in this one, 5:43. And they only trail by 1 point. And they have wonderful field position to start this drive at the 49-yard line.
Well, that punt, though, it did take a heck of a bounce. It hit about the 41-42 and went backwards about 10 yards.
So shotgun formation, Padilla trying to put together a fourth quarter take-the-lead drive. Trips out to the right. Takes the snap. Hands off to Clausen. Big hole around the left side. Clausen gets a block from Wilson. Now he'll roll forward. Around the left side into Tonkawa territory down to the 46. Giving him a gain of 5 yards on the play before Pfluger brings him down for the Bucs.
Got to keep getting positive yardage. 5:20 left to go here in the game. Have to keep moving down the field. Can't get stopped.
So 2nd and 5 upcoming. Trips out to the right. Santoy in the slot. One receiver to the left. Padilla sends Clausen in motion out of the backfield. Takes a snap, throws it to Clausen on the flat. Clausen has some room, makes a guy miss. Now he'll make another guy and tries to dive forward to the first down. He'll be just short a yard. But some shifty footwork from Liam Clausen to get as much as he can. Gain of around 4, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
That was huge. Caught the ball right at the line of scrimmage, able to dance backwards and pick up that extra 4 yards. Great move there by Liam Clausen.
It's going to be a long yard, maybe 2. As Clausen playing great, you may try to give him the ball here. We'll see. They send Clausen in motion. Blitz coming. Padilla now is going to take off. He'll have enough for the first down. Breaks a tackle. Cuts back to the center of the field. Puts his shoulder down. On down to the 25-yard line. Liam Clausen, 16-yard run. Moves the chains for the Maroons. Cameron Green brings him down, but not before the chains move down to the 25-yard line, and the Maroons knocking on the door with 4:23 left in the ball game.
That's your senior leadership right there from Dawson Padilla. Able to see there wasn't anybody open and kept it up the middle.
Stack formation to each side with the receivers. Shotgun formation, Padilla drops back to pass, looking to throw. Throws it to Chambers. Chambers wide open, tries to cut back, stiff arms, and dives forward on down to the 15-yard line. I think that's enough to move the chains on an 11-yard gain. Now, if you're Coach Cole, do you not want you want to score, and you can, but do you want to score this quick?
I don't think so. I mean, there's still 4 minutes left, and the way Tonkawa runs the ball, I think you try to milk as much off as you can.
Shotgun formation, the stacked formation again. Ball on the left hash for Padilla. Clausen in the backfield. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll hand off to Clausen. Clausen, a nice big hole, and he'll pound his way forward. Gets it right around. Looks like 6 or 7 on the play. It's Clausen running great here tonight.
That was a great pickup by Clausen. The right defensive end blitzing in real hot. If Dawson keeps that, he's sacked for about a 5-yard loss. So great pickup by Liam Clausen.
2nd and 4 upcoming. Stacks to each side with the receivers. Clausen still in the backfield. Padilla shotgun formation. Padilla takes it, looking to throw. Throws it. Gets Sam Chambers, and it goes through his hands. Sam Chambers had a touchdown, and he dropped it. So 3rd and 4, Chambers drops the pass. Oh, man, Chambers.
I tell you, if it's anything like what he's had in the past 3 or 4 games, after a drop, he comes up huge.
And he had that one. He tried to turn. He didn't know he was right there at the goal line. He knew he was. He's trying to turn and get the touchdown, and he left the ball. Didn't catch it. So Padilla, shotgun formation, Clausen to his right, stack receivers again. Padilla this time. He's going to run a little quarterback draw, dives forward. I think he's got enough for the first down. Inside the 5 to the 4. And it will be 4-yard gain, 1st down and 10 for the Perry Maroons. And now the clock will keep running. So 1st and goal for the Maroons, a chance to take the lead. 28-27 the score. Perry trails by 1. Stack receivers to each side. Shotgun formation, Padilla. Clausen to the left. Ball spotted at the 4. Padilla going to throw. This ball is going to be tipped. And now a flag down. I think the ball was tipped, but it may be holding. instead of pass interference. If it's a holding,
Pass was tipped at the line.
pass was tipped, so it can't be pass interference. Flag's waved. So once the ball was tipped, you can hit him after that point, and that's what happened.
Interference does not apply.
So it'll be a 2nd and goal now from the 4-yard line. And Zach, I know they want to throw, but I think you got to run it here.
Yeah.
This time Clausen takes it. Clausen dives forward. Is he in? He is. Touchdown, Perry Maroons. They take the lead with 2:57 to go in the ball game. A 4-yard touchdown run from Liam Clausen gives Perry the lead the first time here in this second half, 33-28. And Perry's probably going to go for 2 right here, and they are. And this is a big 2-point conversion, Zach, because Tonkawa has a great kicker with Hernandez.
Yeah.
So if you get this, they'll probably go for 1 instead of 2. If they do score, this is maybe a little insurance for the Maroons. Padilla takes a snap, rolls around to the right side. Now he's looking to throw, throws it back to Santoy Rhodes, makes the catch. 2-point conversion's good. So Santoy Rhodes, Tonkawa has done a great job on him tonight, but he gets loose there and gets to the back of the end zone, gives Perry a little insurance. 35-28 the score.
57 seconds remaining in the game.
And Perry, it is a big game because if they win this one, they're in the catbird seat to maybe make the playoffs. Getting a first district win means they're only 2 wins away from making the playoffs, but this is 17 district. So big time here for the defense. Coach Cole is fired up. The score 35-28, 2:57 left in the ball game. The Perry Maroons have the 7-point lead, the first lead of the second half, and the defense has not given up a touchdown here in this second half thus far, and they're going to be called upon once again to seal the game for the Maroons.
Number 13, Dawson Padilla set the kick for the Maroons.
So Padilla set the kick. Martin and Pfluger set the return. And you'd hate for it. Remember, first game, Padilla kicked it. Fairview ran it back. You'd hate for something like that to happen right here. They kick it to the up back. Ball fielded at the 20. Up the sideline, Green, and he can't go anywhere. He gets maybe 9 yards up near the 30-yard line. That's it. So Tonkawa takes over. 2:51 left to go in the game. The ball will be spotted just across the 30-yard line at the 31. So it's 69 yards between Tonkawa and the end zone. Perry defense will try to hold strong. They've had trouble with the pass, but Tonkawa not a great passing team. Still time to run it, though, if you're Coach Kirtley, but Tonkawa has had trouble as Perry has keyed in on the run game here tonight. The fans and the students, the I Believe We Can Win chant. They know it's a big one. Martin drops back the pass. Pressure by Tanner Kine. Throw on the way, and the ball is caught at the 45-yard line. Liam Clausen was right there, did not break on the ball, and Hernandez able to make a 15-yard catch up near the 46. Golly.
That's a great play by Liam Clausen, though, because he was behind the receiver. He knew that he wasn't going to get in front of the receiver, so he waited until the ball got there to make the tackle, or else it would have been a pass interference call.
Boy, you'd love an interception here. Martin dropping back the pass, looking to throw, and it's going to be tipped away. Austin Reyes. Santoy Rhodes is disgusted. Austin Reyes did what he needed to do. He tipped the ball away, but Santoy Rhodes was about to have an interception. Santoy's like, I had it, man. But still, you got to do what you got to do. Austin Reyes tips it away, so a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Great play by Austin Reyes, but you could just see Santoy. If they go to the air again, Santoy's going to be looking for that ball.
Santoy wanted the payback after they had a touchdown catch. Jonathan Mercer did on him earlier in the game, but Austin Reyes, great play to knock it away from the linebacker spot. Trips out to the left side for Martin. Martin rolls out around to the left side. He's pressured by Burdick, throws it, and that ball is going to be incomplete as it's dropped. Out there in coverage was Reyes out of the linebacker position, so that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
Pressured in the backfield by number 72, Bailey Burdick.
So Bailey Burdick was the one on the pressure, and he had a lot of pressure on Martin. They need to keep getting that pressure on him because Martin is not a great passer. If you put pressure on him, that just makes it even worse. 3rd and 10 upcoming. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. 2:28 left in the game. Perry has a 7-point lead. They need 2 stops here. Shotgun formation, Martin. Tight end to the left. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Martin drops back, throws a little bubble. That ball's going to be caught. Cutting back to the center of the field. And it's going to be in the midfield. 30 to the 20 to the 10. Liam Clausen trips him up, but he dives into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown for the Tonkawa Bucks. A 54-yard touchdown catch on the bubble screen. But Perry still has plenty of time, so there's a little bit in that, but still, you hate giving up a play like that. 3rd down and 10, they give up a 54-yard bubble screen. As I wasn't sure who was that on the catch, Zach. Did you see it?
I didn't.
As that was a 54-yard touchdown.
I believe it was number
Pfluger.
5. Yeah,
Carmen Pfluger.
Yeah, Perry, they just overplayed it. I mean, there was about 5 chances there where they had him wrapped up and just couldn't bring him down. It was almost like they were trying to strip the ball.
We'll see what Tonkawa does here. They may go for 2. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this, so this is a big play. Now we got a flag down on the field. We'll see what it is. I think it may be an illegal substitution. We'll wait and see what the flag is. Maybe a delay of game. As even on the 2-point conversion, 25-second play clock, delay of game's the call. That's a 5-yard penalty. So that may make Coach Kirtley think about it. He may have to kick the extra point.
I don't think so. It looks like he's keeping his offense out there.
He's going for the win here in Perry, maybe. So he's sending a couple of guys in. Hernandez is the extra point kicker. So the ball's on the 8. Tonkawa is going to attempt the 2-point conversion. So Perry's got to be careful for a hard count to get that 5 back. Nope, it will be an extra point. Hernandez is set to kick. Big extra point on the way from Christian Hernandez at Tonkawa. Snaps good, holds good, kicks on the way. I think it went left. We'll wait and see on the call. Nope, it's good. It's hugged that left upright.
Extra point is up and good.
Yeah,
so 35-35 the score.
Yeah, it looked like he had pushed it wide left. Some really good pressure by the defense there.
That delay of game may have been the best thing to happen to Tonkawa because they get the extra point. Man, that looked like his left, but I guess it was higher than the left upright. The ref was right there on it, and he had the call. But if you're Perry, they are dangerous, and they still have 2 minutes and 15 seconds to work. 35-35 the score. It was a 54-yard touchdown catch by Carmen Pfluger on a bubble screen that tied the game up after a Hernandez extra point. Now, if you're Perry, and I'm sure Coach Cole has talked about this, you got to be careful. Even though they kick it, Tonkawa, be careful. You don't want to get caught running back and maybe a little bouncing kick, and they recover it because that could be ball game. You got to be very vigilant on this kickoff. Dell and Santoy Rhodes both have the capability to get you great field position, if not break it for a touchdown. So Hernandez set to kick. Kick on the way. It's a high kick. This time it's going to be over to Dale. Dale fields it at the 20. Dale will reverse it to Santoy Rhodes. Rhodes around the right side. He's got some room and some blockers. Rhodes up to the 45, to the 50, to the 40, to the 35, and he's brought down. Great field position for the Perry Maroons. As Santoy Rhodes, Drake Dale pitched it to him on the reverse, and he's able to get across midfield down near the 35-yard line. Down to the 33, 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Perry, wonderful field position to try to win this one here tonight to start district play.
Maroons take over 1st down and 10 from the Tonkawa 33-yard line.
And that opens up the playbook a little bit, says you don't have to rush. You can kind of run the football a little bit if you're Coach Cole. Trips out to the left side, shotgun formation. Clausen to the right of Dawson Padilla. 35-35 the score. Dawson Padilla fakes it, keeps it, runs, cuts back to the center of the field, up the center to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Perry Maroons as Dawson Padilla dives into the end zone with 1:53 to go. Touchdown Perry as Dawson Padilla skippers 33 yards for the touchdown.
That fake handoff to Liam Clausen got about 3/4 of the defense to bite. And that was all it took. Dawson Padilla killed him on his feet, dancing into the end zone. Huge play.
And Coach Cole is going to call timeout because it's a big extra point or 2-point conversion here on the way. And Dawson Padilla, the senior, stepping up, showcasing his legs, making defenders miss. And you heard a collective gasp from the crowd because they thought Liam Clausen was hitting the backfield. But Dawson Padilla pulled it back, went around the right side, cut back to the center, made guys miss, and bounced himself right into the end zone.
You know, Jordan, I love Dawson, but the way his extra points have gone tonight and how the momentum has switched after that huge pickup and touchdown, I'd almost go for 2 here.
I'm with you. But boy, it's a tough spot because at the same time, if they get in, Christian Hernandez, he has been excellent on extra points tonight, 5 for 5.
Oh, I know it. That's what's scary is because your defense has come up with some really huge stops, but Tonkawa, they've been a little lucky tonight. And it does look like Dawson's going to kick it.
So Dawson, be nice if you get this one through, buddy. He hasn't been great on the extra points tonight. In fact, don't be surprised. You could see a fake maybe here on this extra point. Snaps good, holds good, kicks on the way. It's up, and it is no good, left side. So the Perry defense will have to keep him out of the end zone. 1:53 left of the ball game. The score 41-35. The Perry Maroons with a 6-point lead. As the Perry Maroons claim the lead in the fourth quarter, 35-28. Tonkawa had the answer, but Perry after that able to answer themselves with a 47-yard kick return on a reverse as Drake Dell pitched it to Santoy Rhodes. He went around the right side. And then one play later, Dawson Padilla able to find his way to the end zone. In a matter of less than 1 minute, we have had 3 touchdowns here in this ball game. We did not have a touchdown for the first, almost 20 minutes of this second half. It kicked into gear quick. There was the first score. Perry answered on their first score. After that, neither team scored for quite some time. So back and forth, and Perry's defense will have to answer the call, try to keep the Tonkawa Bucks out of the end zone. Kick on the way from Dawson Padilla. Padilla's kick going to be fielded at the 10. It's going to be dropped. Stumbling forward, and now brought down behind the 25-yard line. Martin dropped the ball, and he's going to be brought down by Clifton Crow right around the 20, so that's where Tonkawa will take over.
Tonkawa takes over first down and 10.
So 1:48 left in the game. The Perry Maroons need to stop them. 6-point lead, 41-35. It's on the defense. If Tonkawa gets in, Christian Hernandez is 5 for 5 on extra points tonight. Not saying he can't miss it, but it's likely he makes it. He's a good kicker. So they need to keep him out. Rustin Martin looking to throw, throws it. Left side to Mercer. Mercer makes the catch and gets out of bounds. Gain of 5.
Number 85, Jonathan Mercer.
So 1:42 on the clock. Perry with the 6-point lead. 41-35. A 2nd and 5 upcoming for the Tonkawa Bucks. One big interception, one big fumble, you win this game if you're Perry. Shotgun formation, Martin makes a throw. And Santoy Rhodes? No, can't get it. That's Drake Dell over there. Drake Dell diving for it and could not come up with the interception. He almost got it. He breaks it up, but man, he almost had the interception. He baited it and almost got it. 1:38 now, 3rd and 5 upcoming. Shotgun formation for Martin. Takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw, throws it quick. Clausen's there to make the tackle on Christian Hernandez, but it's going to be a first down. Clock will keep going. Hartwig also in there on the tackle. Gain of around 8 on the play. 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 36-yard line. The clock moving. It's down to 1:30. Shotgun formation for Martin. He's been right there on the edge of throwing an interception, and that's going to be a false start. Back him up 5. tight end left a little early there.
False start is going to be the call against the offense.
As it was Anthony Emeyer, Tonkawa moving a little early. The Perry faithful up and loud. They know exactly what is on the line here.
31-yard line brings up first down and 15.
This first game in district. If you win this one, you are in a prime position to make playoffs and maybe make a little hay and up your seeding a little bit. Shotgun formation, Martin takes a snap, rolls around to the left side. He's going to throw, and that ball's going to be incomplete as it hits the ground as he tried to hit Mercer. So, Zach, Martin does not have the arm to really throw a 40, 50-yard pass, especially when he's rolling out. Now, you don't want to get burnt deep, but it's going to be more of a 10-yard and you miss a tackle or something. Right here on the 2nd and 15, keep people in front of you. Keep people in front of you. But still, you're one interception away from sealing this game. With 1:10 to go, Perry a 41-35 lead. Shotgun formation for Martin. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Martin looking to throw. And the ball's going to be tipped up in the air and almost with an interception, but Liam Clausen can't come down with it. The ball was tipped up by Perry Wilson, and Clausen was right there, and Clausen couldn't come up with the interception. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 15. Man, that's 2 they almost had.
With all the close calls, if Tonkawa throws one right here, I would not be surprised one bit if Perry comes up with this pass.
1:05 left in the contest, 42-35, Perry with the lead. Should be 41-35. They got 42-35 on the clock. It should be 41-35. As Padilla's extra point was no good. Shotgun formation. They send a guy in motion out of the backfield, right to left. Martin, quarterback draw. Sam Chambers can't get him. Austin Reyes is there. Can't get him, but now he's going to be hit. He's in bounds, I do believe. The clock will continue to run. So it's going to be a gain of around 10, brings up a 4th and 5. As Liam Clausen there on the tackle, gain of 10. So a 4th and 5 upcoming. And Tonkawa will have to burn a timeout, as Martin could not get out of bounds. So a big 4th and 5 on the way. As a quarterback draw there to make this a little bit more manageable. Tonkawa Bucks and Mike Kirtley call timeout. They'll talk it over. And Coach Cole will try to organize his defense and get one stop, Zach. One stop right here, and you win this ball game.
That's all they need. You know, and the way Tonkawa's been going, it's almost a little nerve-wracking because they've been somewhat successful through the air, but then again, they can also burn you on the ground. And Perry, I think, is going to be looking for everything here.
Zach, pass coverage has been good so far in this possession. We know the pass has hurt Perry here tonight. Would you dare, on a 4th down, to blitz a Blaze Hurliner on maybe a little delayed blitz, just have him set back and wait a second and then blitz and try to get to Martin, put some pressure on him, and then if Martin runs, maybe Blaze can make a tackle in the backfield.
You know, that's worked tonight as well because Blaze incredibly fast, able to get through that line really quick, and if any kind of pressure is put on Martin, he kind of flunders a little bit and just kind of throws a duck. And with the 2 close calls tonight in this 4th quarter, it very well could be picked off.
Blaze and Austin waving at the crowd, getting the crowd into it, and they are into it. 4th and 5 upcoming, 46 seconds to go. The score 41-35, Perry has the lead. Shotgun formation, Martin, 2 receivers to the left, takes a snap, rolls around to the left side, looking to throw. He'll throw it, it's up, and that ball is batted down, incomplete. Batted down, incomplete. Jansen Hartwig, who's been fighting an ankle injury all week, he bats it down, and Perry takes over on downs. They are just a few knees away from getting a district win and a big one over the Tonkawa Bucks here on their home field tonight. 40 seconds to go. Victory formation for the Perry Maroons. Just a couple of knees away from getting a 41-35 victory. Padilla making sure Santoy's behind him. Snap on the way. Gossip Padilla runs a little clock and takes a knee. And Tonkawa will not call a timeout. They're just going to go with it. Play clock hasn't reset yet. The play clock now resets. It doesn't matter. The game clock's under 25. The Perry faithful are up, and they are happy. The Perry Maroons start district play with a victory, a 41-35 victory over the Tonkawa Bucks. And they are one step closer to their goal of playoffs. After only 2 wins last year, 1 win in the district, already this year the Prairie Maroons 4 victories, and they start off district play with a 41-35 victory over the Tonkawa Bucks. The First Bank and Trust Company post-game show, it is coming up next. Coach Travis Cole will visit with us. We'll give away our Brown Duggar Funeral Home Player of the Game. The final score, once again, 41-35. The Perry Maroons get the victory here at Daniels Field over the Tonkawa Bucks. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
It takes an ag producer to understand the needs of an ag producer. Our loan officers at First Bank and Trust have many years of experience on the farm, as well as expertise that comes from many seasons of financing land, livestock, farm equipment, and supplies.
Now that's
Call
fun.
John or Mason at 580-336-5562 or visit us on the web at bankfbt.com for more information. You watch your fields, and we'll watch your
Very
finances.
solid, my
First Bank
friend.
and Trust Company, Perry, Billings, and Covington, member FDIC.
Hey, Maroon fans, are you looking for a great
I
dentist?
can't believe they were
Look no
actually going to
further
go
than
for 2
Custom
at the
Dental
end
and
of
Dr.
the, at the end of the
Dewhurst, and let
possession
your
a couple
fear
possessions
disappear.
ago.
Have you heard about the Maroon Fan Special? Be one of the first 10 callers and take advantage of our Let's Get Acquainted appointment and get $100 off any new dental services found needed by Dr. Dewhurst. This Let's Get Acquainted appointment includes exams, x-rays, and a private consultation for only $38. Don't wait. Call 336-2310 right now and tell our team you want the Perry Maroon Fan Special. Go Maroons, go!
Does hearing those killer football hits make you hurt? At Ortho, Oklahoma, you don't have to be a college athlete to be treated like a star, and you don't have to go to a metropolitan area to access quality treatment. Enjoy big-time care from bone and joint specialists with hometown friendliness and ease. Experience state-of-the-art equipment like our latest open-sided MRI, world-class treatment, and on-site physical therapy. Visit us at orthook.com. At Ortho, Oklahoma, we're keeping you together.
Ever wonder what your favorite Oklahoma State figures are up to?
Eddie's something one of the all-time greats.
You know, that's one of the great things, having the opportunity to coach.
Find out each week with Where Are They Now? With Tom Dorado.
Chris Stanley, former All-Big East offensive lineman, member of the War Pigs.
It was something that started out as kind of a joke amongst us.
Each Wednesday at 5, Tom talks to former Oklahoma State coaches and players to see how life is going.
Don't miss Where Are They Now? Wednesdays at 5, only on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Final score has been posted. It's time for the First Bank and Trust Company post-game show on Triple Play Sports Radio. Now, with a breakdown of the Perry Maroons battle, here is Zach Lancaster and Jordan Woodruff.
The Perry Maroons get the win here on Danielsville, 41-35, the final score as they open district play with a win over the Tonkawa Bucks. And yes, Perry Maroon football, it's exciting right now. The fans were excited tonight. The players were excited. Coach Cole has this program heading in the right direction, and they're one step closer to the ultimate goal of making the playoffs. And now, with a win like this, if they take care of business, they may get some change instead of just going to the playoffs. Third, second, not out of the realm of possibility. Be tough to beat Chisholm, but at the same time, you talked to Parker Gottschalk at halftime. Parker said, hey, our goal is to win district. This team is on a mission, and I am not going to put anything past them, because they are showing a lot of signs of a great football team. They're getting past adversity. They're doing what they need to. They get stops when they need them. They score when they need them. This is a fun football team to watch and a great football team as far as the spirit and the embodiment of what this team is. We'll get you caught up with what happened in this one. 41-35, once again the final score. Perry gets the win. It all started out with Tonkawa. 2 plays into the game, they had a 62-yard touchdown run by, it was Jake Pelton on that, 2 plays in. After that, Perry answered on a 9-play drive and a 9-yard touchdown catch by Sam Chambers, 7-7 at that point. Tonkawa punted on a 3-and-out, and Perry took their first lead of the night after that as they scored on a 10-yard run from Liam Clausen, and the extra point no good, 13-7. Tonkawa scored after that with about a minute left in that first quarter. as it was an 8-yard catch by Emeyer on 4th down, brought the score 14-13. Perry, after that, though, they had a quick answer going in the second quarter as they were able to drive down the field. 11 plays and a 6-yard touchdown catch by Drake Dell brought the score 21-14. Perry, after the 2-point conversion, gets the lead back. Tonkawa, after that, they tie it up after a 22-yard touchdown catch from Pelton once again as he, on 4th down, gets to the side, and it was 21-21 at that point. Perry, after that, 3 and out. Tonkawa, though, takes the lead 28-21 after a 25-yard catch from Jonathan Mercer jumping over Santoy Rhodes to get it. After that, Perry drives down the field. They threw an interception. Tonkawa takes over, and they took a knee to go into the halftime locker room. Perry, after that, they take over to start the second half, and it was a fake punt. Connor Williams able to catch it, goes around the left side, gets down to the 1-yard line. Padilla, after that, gets into the end zone on a 1-yard touchdown run, 28-27 after the extra point failed. After that, Tonkawa takes over, drives down the field. They drove 60 yards down the field, but they needed 61. It was a goal line stand at the 1 for the Perry Maroons as they take over at the 1-yard line. They're able to get out of the breadth of their own end zone with an 11-yard run from Clausen, but they had to punt 3 plays after that. And Tonkawa takes over, and it was a big fumble. Perry was able to force the fumble, and after that, though, Perry turned over on downs as they went into the fourth quarter, and this is where it got exciting. Tonkawa had to punt, but then Perry, they're able to claim the lead after a 4-yard touchdown run by Liam Clausen, brought the score 35-28 after the 2-point conversion was good. After that, Tonkawa just took them 4 plays as a 54-yard on the bubble screen outside to Pfluger went for a touchdown, 35-35 after the extra point. Perry, though, they have answers like they do all year long. They ran a little reverse. Drake Dell caught it on the 20-yard line on the kick return. He pitched it back to Santoy Rhodes. Santoy Rhodes went around the sideline, gets it all the way down to the 33-yard line. So it was right around a 47-yard return for Santoy Rhodes. That set up what was the game-winning touchdown as Dawson Padilla, 1 play, 33 yards as he pulls it back, runs around the right side, cuts back to the center of the field, and stumbles into the end zone. 2-point conversion was no good, 41-35. After that, Dawson Padilla missed the extra point actually on that. And then Tonkawa takes over. 6 plays, they had 1:48 to go, and Perry able to bat it down on 4th down and get the victory. The final score, 41-35. When we come back, we'll hear from Coach Travis Cole, and we'll award our Brown Duggar Funeral Home Player of the Game. Once again, final score, Perry gets the opening district game, gets a victory, 41-35, the final. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football and the First Bank & Trust postgame show here on Triple Play Sports Radio.
We have always been committed to offering state-of-the-art access to your accounts with First Bank. Our newest product, Mobile Deposit, adds another convenient and secure service to our online banking suite. Don't worry about making a special trip to the bank just to deposit a check. Take a picture of it and send it to us anytime, 24/7, and we'll take care of the rest. To get started, go to bankfbt.com or contact one of our new account representatives at 580-336-5562. First Bank & Trust, Perry, Billings, Cummington, member FDIC.
McDonald's has a great new option on the menu. Now you can choose any 2 from a triple cheeseburger, quarter pounder with cheese, filet of fish, or 10-piece McNugget for just $5. Now some of McDonald's favorites are available, any 2 for just $5. The biggest question is, am I going to enjoy the McPick 2 for just $5 or enjoy McDonald's all-day breakfast option? McDonald's on 6th, McElroy, Perkins, Perry, and the Turnpike. McDonald's 2 for $5 deals or breakfast all day. I'm loving it.
You'll be walking proud in a new pair of Justin boots from the Cowboy Travel Plaza at the corner of I-35 and Highway 51. Justin boots have been handcrafted since 1879, and the Cowboy Travel Plaza has a wonderful selection. Justin Boots, providing dependable footwear at a value. For a great selection of Justin boots, it's the Cowboy Travel Plaza at Interstate 35 and Highway 51, exit 174. Boots and barbecue, they await you at the Cowboy Travel Plaza.
Integrity, respect, professionalism, and a genuine caring attitude is exactly what you can expect from us at Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are committed to being available to you every step of the way. We know that losing a loved one is never easy, but it's our privilege, responsibility, and our calling to help ease this process as much as possible. We are avid supporters of the Perry Maroons and welcome you to come or stop by. We're located at 1010 North 7th or call us at 580-336-4444. Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are here for you.
It's the First Bank and Trust Company post-game show on Triple Play Sports Radio. With one last look and a preview of next week's matchup, here is Zach Lancaster and Jordan Woodruff.
We're going to hold up on that preview and bask in the glory of a opening district win as Tonkawa comes to Perry, and Perry takes him down 41-35, the final score. And Coach Travis Cole sitting with me now. And Coach, last week you had a little cushion, but you are the cardiac Maroons because let me tell you, games have been exciting this year.
They have. They way more exciting than what I would like and probably that my heart likes. But, again, that's why I told our kids, I wish I was a smart enough man to come up with something better than I'm so proud of you. Because there's so much more I wish I could say, but they stepped up. We give up big plays when we need a big stop, and then we come back and make a big stop when we need it. So.
Here's the thing. I think you'll take a few gray hairs if it means some wins, right?
Yeah. I'll trade a lot of things for some wins.
All right. and that's – I want to get to we've talked about this team and their resiliency all year long. Mm-hmm. And when their back's against the wall, they seem to come up with a big play. And here's the thing. They give up a big play, and you're mad about that, but then they come out the next possession and they make a big stop where they Tonkawa goes down and scores, or teams this year go down and score. Immediately, you guys step up and you go back and you score.
Right.
And you're one play away from being undefeated this year. Right now, when you look at it with Fairview. But tonight, step up in competition. Your district play, everybody's 0-0. You guys now can celebrate being 1-0. Looking forward to the next week. This is a great stepping stone for your team, and they show great resiliency tonight.
It is. As a program, this is the best thing that could have happened for us. They've been resilient, and then it comes into a big situation. I've been telling them all week, it's first district game. It's bigger than any game we've been in, and for them to come and step up and make the plays. Dawson Padilla. I can't say enough about the kid. He has done that over and over again this year. And for a program for the Perry Maroon football, there's no, like I said, I wish I could explain it better. It was just the way they're stepping up and being resilient and making plays when they need it. And I can't explain it.
All right, and you kind of reminded me of Bob Stoops about 10 years ago. I can't say recently, but 10 years ago, where special teams drew up a few special things.
Right.
Fake punt to Connor Williams at your own 30-yard line, which is a gamble. You may not win the game if you don't get that. It's a big gamble, but it was there, and you completed it, and it went for 50 yards, set up a touchdown. And then a little misdirection on your kickoff returns where Drake Dell catches it. You've been wanting to get the ball in Santoy's hands in that situation. First time it doesn't go for anything. Second time he pitches it back. Santoy gets a 47-yard kick return that sets up that last touchdown.
Yeah, it did. And I'm really honestly, I told you my dad coached football for a long time, and our superintendent at Turpin used to always call him the riverboat gambler because he was always rolling the dice. And so I guess I come by it naturally on that fake punt. But yeah, we kind of have a semi-rollout on the punt. And honestly, we didn't even put that fake in until this week. We've usually been trying to, just rolling out and hitting Santoy because usually Santoy free releases to go cover, and a lot of people just let him go. And so we usually try to, we've been working that, and then watching film over the last 4 weeks, you see a bunch of people start crowding the line and try to come off the backside thinking they're going to get there. And we lined up the first time to punt. They all came, and Coach, we're all up in the box saying, hey, it's there if you want it. So next time it's 4th and 9 on our own 30. I said, what do you guys think? And Coach Robbins just said, that's on you, man. I said, well, let's do it. So, but then again on the reverse, we hadn't even worked that. We just drew it up before kick return. We got smart, experienced kids that you can just tell them, hey, I want to do this. Drake and Santor are like, okay, we got it. And so kids blocked it up, made a good fake or a good handoff. Santor, I thought was going to break it for a second, but it was awesome.
Adversity on the field, and coaches always are a big part of that with mentality, but you have to have leaders on the field. And I thought the leadership on the field tonight, Jansen Hartwig has a big bat down when he's been battling an ankle injury all week. Austin didn't get off to the hot start on defense like he usually does, but he brings energy in there. Blaze Herliner back there all night. Kickoff coverage, he's about as good as they come.
Yeah.
I thought that's the thing. Backs against the wall, your leadership on the field, that's a quality that, quite frankly, every coach likes to have, but it's something you just can't teach.
Right, it is. And I talked to a coach, I can't even remember his full name. They call him Wild Bill. He used to be at Hartshorn, then he was at Elk City, and then now he's at I don't know. But anyway, but I was listening to him speak one day, like basically eavesdropping on a conversation, and he just said, we're always talking about our kids being leaders, but we don't teach them how to be leaders. We don't show them how to be leaders. We just tell them to be leaders. And so I really thought about that a lot this spring, and it's not really something you can't sit down and give a class on leadership, really, I don't think, but just really making those seniors understand that this is your last go-around, and it's going to be whatever you make it to be. And these young guys are going to respond to however you lead them. If you lead them negatively, you're going to have negative responses. If you lead them positively, and those guys have just really taken it and ran with it. And like you said, Reyes' energy, Jansen stepping up, make a play. We put Drake out there at corner, almost made a big pick right there on the last drive. These guys, they just keep stepping up and every week taking that next step, and I'm so proud of them.
All right, now be honest with me here.
Okay.
Did you expect going to your second year? You come in tonight, you beat a good team that most people thought were going to finish probably third or fourth in this district.
Mm-hmm.
You still got work to do, no doubt about it. Yeah. You know that as well as anybody. But did you expect the turnaround like it's actually came about?
You mean, did I expect to be 4-1 and be at the
you
level
expect
that
to be
we're
you
at
expect
right
to
now?
be 5-0.
Right.
But at the same time, did you think the kids would buy in as fast as they have?
No, I really didn't. I honestly, last spring, and nothing against our kids. They work hard, but just the interaction and the way we handled stuff sometimes, and especially in the springtime when you haven't been around some of those guys for 5 months because they play basketball and they play baseball, and you just it's springtime. They're teenagers, and you start hearing about them being late to class or little things like that. And I always thought in the spring, me and Coach Dwyer, the basketball coach, talked about it a lot. People always say it takes 3 years to fully turn around a program. And I was really believing in that just because, you get those seniors that first year and then your juniors still, they're still on the fence of whether or not, hey, we used to do it this way, we're doing it this way now. Your sophomores are better than your freshmen are like, this is high school football, this is all I know, And so it usually takes about 3 years. And again, that's our seniors just stepping up and saying we're going to make our senior year something special. And they've done everything to this point that they could.
Well, they've bought in, Coach.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. You can see it on the field. And I feel like this year, and that's what's crazy for me, and I'm sure you look at it the same way, games like this last year don't go their way because they hit the adversity and they're like, it almost felt like we're going to lose. Now, they had a couple of wins there, but it's just like, man.
This is how it's always been. Perry football, this is what we do.
We can't beat these good teams.
Right.
You've seen yourself play a couple of good teams. I think Blackwell had a pretty good team this year. Tonkawa, great team.
Best team we've played
yet.
Yeah,
great team. And adversity hits, those kids, instead of going the other way, they're going saying, hey, we're ready for the challenge. We're going to beat them.
Right, exactly. And even young guys. I'm out there. We're getting ready for kickoff cover, that last kickoff after we took the lead. And I told them, I said, guys, I hate bringing stuff up from the past, but we've been in this situation not a month ago. We kicked off to Fairview, and they ran it back late in the game. And Dawson's saying, I just want to kick it deep, Coach. I don't want to kick it short. And you know what I mean? after that Fairview game, I'm going, wait a second, And so he boots it down. But I've got we've had some injuries and we've had to do some. And I've got 2 freshmen on kickoff cover right now. I've got 3 or 4 sophomores. Young guys that aren't playing much. Hayden Reedus, Garrett Cuckoo, Braxton Dale, White Boyd, young guys. And they're going, Coach, we're going to get down there and make a play. Let's kick it deep. And so, hey, guys, do it. You better go make a play. It's on you. Go make a play. And those young guys, those guys are 14, 15 years old. And they're wanting to get down there and do something about it, man. And it's awesome.
Well, Coach, I know the key this week was stopping Rustin Martin out of the backfield. He was able to burn you throwing the football. Yeah. It's almost like you're keyed in too much. But still, you forced him late into that situation. Mm-hmm. And I think the game plan was good. It's just he made some throws that really hasn't shown on film.
Right. No, he hasn't. And honestly, it's probably my fault. We talked to those defensive backs. Well, we probably made it a little bit too much thinking on man coverage because we just played man coverage all night until the end. And so our safeties were getting mixed up and we were getting certain formations. And that's on us not making sure that they properly understood it before we got to here. But But they adjusted. We made some adjustments, but he did. The kid, he's tough. He a couple of times I was like, "Are you kidding me? That's a completion." But that's the same thing, same kind of kids Tonkawa has. They're going to make plays when they need to. They're not going to back down, and they're going to step up and make plays. And it was a fun night and too much fun.
A great game to watch and call. I can't say it's a great game to coach because it can be a heart attack game. But congratulations, Coach. Go enjoy the victory with the team and. You celebrate it. You have the night to celebrate it, but it's back to work tomorrow.
It is back to work. Get ready for Newkirk.
Yep. All right, Coach.
Appreciate
Congratulations
it, man.
once again. That's Coach Travis Cole in with us, and Zach's going to rejoin us, and we're going to announce our Brown Duggar Funeral Home Player of the Game. Once again, final score 41-35. Perry gets the win over Tonkawa to start district play, and I got a feeling that a lot of people across the state will actually see this score, and they'll be like, "Wow, really, Perry?" Coach Cole's not surprised. You heard that. His players aren't surprised, but there may be other people in the state somewhat surprised. But they have bought into what he is doing, and tonight they get a big win against the best team they faced this year. Zach, Brown Duggar Funeral Home Player of the Game here on the First Bank and Trust Company post-game show. I think it's pretty obvious where we got to go tonight.
No doubt. 26 of 41, 293 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick. One of those touchdowns came on the ground.
The pick, it was a drop.
It was a drop, yeah. Quarterback Dawson Padilla. There's no doubt about it. He carried this team, willed him there in the fourth quarter, had a huge touchdown run to put him up. There's no other way. We can't go with Dawson Padilla.
4 touchdown throws and then 2 touchdown runs, a 1-yarder and then that 33-yarder after that Santoy Rhodes kickoff return down to the 33, and Dawson Padilla showed off his skills running the football and was able to get 33 yards. And the defense comes up big and is able to hold Tonkawa, force a turnover on downs, and Perry able to get in the sweetest formation in football, victory formation, take the knee, and get the victory. Next week, work to do. District play once again as Newkirk rolls into town. We will have the game 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. Once again, our Brown Duggar Funeral Home Player of the Game, Dawson Padilla. Do want to mention tonight a couple of scores with some of the games that were going on. First off, you got the Hennessy-Alva. Hennessy did beat Alva. I don't know what the final was on that. Chisholm beats Newkirk. So 3 teams moved to the win column in District 2A1. Those teams, Hennessy, Chisholm, and Perry. Pawhuska had the night off. Also in the area, Stillwater squeezes by Deer Creek 21-14. Is that so?
Deer Creek won 21-14.
Deer Creek beat Stillwater 21-14. Holy smokes. And then Henry Morrison beat Cashin 22-12. That is a big win for Coach Corey Bells and Morrison in Class A football. Great night over there just down the road in Morrison. So that's just a few scores for you as we wanted to share those since we didn't do score updates from the studio tonight. Hey, big thanks to Levi Peckinpah. He kind of shadows us tonight, stepped up and kept stats as Cade was out and Tim Flynn are back in the studio. Appreciate him making us sound good back in the studio tonight. Once again, the final score from here at Daniels Field in Perry, 41-35. Perry opens district play with a big victory over the Tonkawa Bucks. For Zach Lancaster, Jordan Woodruff, Levi Peckinpah on stats, Tim Flynn are back in studio. Have a good one, everybody, and we'll catch you next week. You've been listening to the First Bank and Trust Company postgame show and Perry Maroon football on Triple Play Sports Radio.